To switch over.
Nice.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Sunken World Saga. This is a Dungeons & Dragons live stream where we have 4 groups of characters, 4 characters each, with 8 players playing 2 characters. Tonight, we return to the A-Team for our 21st episode. I'm going to catch you up on the A-Team with just a few sentences here in a sec, but before I do that, I'm going to have our characters introduce themselves, or players introduce themselves, in the order that their characters appear in our thumbnails. So let us start off with Ash.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ian Donovan Highland. I play Ash, a halfling warlock, caretaker of rebirth, who has a companion phoenix named Spark.
After Ash, we have Arden.
Hi, I'm Logan. I play Arden. I'm a half-elf rogue. He's got lots of daddy issues.
That he does. After Arden, we have Aster.
Hi, I am Connor Cole. I play Aster Snowborn, the weird and awkward druid.
That is certainly the case. And finally, we have Adira.
Hi, I'm Emmy Cashman, and I play Adira, the human cleric, now multi-classed with paladin.
And there we go. Okay, so the A-Team has been on a journey north after a conflict with a cannibal wizard who was causing trouble for just one small town, led them to, they believe, jumpstart the end of the world. When they killed a giant who was suffering to put him out of his misery, a massive storm broke out, and two folk of the north, just like Aster, the druid, told them that this was part of the end times prophecy of their people, and that they are going north, and they would like to reward our party, although only one of them has a reward. The two are from differing clans and don't seem to like each other very much. The party found an old abandoned mansion and made friends with a man named Fennec, who had what appeared to be a similar bird to Ash, the halfling's companion Spark, but all grown up, a massive flaming bird, a phoenix named Gardner. When he gave Ash a few tips, he pointed them towards a cave where he said that they could earn a great boon, and that is what they did. And they have just had their encounter with the fox Wiley, a fox spirit, but they have now exited the cave. And that's where we're going to begin. Dungeons & Dragons, go.
Ash is just like flexing a little bit because he's stronger than he was before, so he's got like slightly more muscle. He's got a 4-pack now. It's no big deal.
Certainly seems like a big deal to you.
Oh, I'm so strong.
Does he look?
Oh, what?
Does he actually look any different, or is it just like he looks just like he's just flexing?
He's filling out his clothes a little bit more.
Yeah, I went from an 11 to a 12, so I got that sweet +1 modifier. Woo! 4-pack, baby. I mean, he's still like what, 3 feet tall, maybe. So I can. He's a tiny guy, but
He's way more compact.
yeah, it's easier to have like more muscle mass when you're small. So Ash is like totally.
He has the same physique as Arden. It's just like compressed.
Exactly.
But what were you gonna ask me?
Oh, how's the You've gotten really good with that hammer really quickly, haven't you?
Yes, it would seem I have.
So what did everybody get again? I forget.
I got. I guess I'm just stronger. I need to find Adira's voice. It's been a week of not having my character voices down yet completely. So sorry.
I think I just got a little partier.
I got
Heard-
this sick-ass cloud, and he floats up and down on the cloud.
I got this awesome bread. If anybody wants some bread.
Cloud bread?
I got it. No, it's soda bread. I'm gonna break off some pieces of one of the loaves of soda bread, and I'm gonna hand it around to everybody.
I think I was thinking of cloud bread because I'm pretty sure it's like pretty popular on TikTok right now for like people who bake stuff.
Oh.
I.e., the only reason I know anything about TikTok. What does soda bread taste like?
It's kind of like a sweeter. It's like a sweet but hearty bread. It's like really good with like a good helping of butter.
Is it dense?
Yeah, it's a denser bread.
Okay, Adira's gonna bite into it and be like, "Your bread is very weird."
It also has like a weird texture to it. It's like kind of spongy.
Yeah,
Oh,
But it's
okay.
really delicious.
it's like really good, but just like it's a different sort of bread. That's all.
Mm. And it's like sweet with a little bit of tang to it.
Hmm.
Okay, so it's kind of like how some like cakes are made with like 7-Up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that same kind of vibe.
Did
That same flavor.
did the fox bake it, or did he just make it out of nothing?
Adira throws the bread behind her shoulder after Arden mentions that.
I think he made it out of nothing.
Yeah, to your recollection, he just had it. Like, he popped out of existence, then he was back and he had it.
Bread magic, got it.
Aster is going to druidcraft some seeds from his roses pouch. And he's going to do one for each person that he saw and just plant them in the ground.
Oh. Is everybody feeling all right? I feel like there was a lot of deep introspection that we had to do last week.
No, not a lot of deep
10 minutes ago.
Not a lot of deep introspection for me. It was mostly just, you got a hammer now.
You got a hammer now.
Maybe the message was like, sometimes the best answer is to just smash your way through.
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
Aster doesn't really say anything. He just continues to plant flowers.
Aster, what are you... What you doing?
By the way, time of day is a lot later than when you all went in.
Oh. Is it getting dark?
No, it's just you all went in like in the very, very early morning. This is like late afternoon.
Oh.
Not quite evening. Although, actually, it would be getting a little bit dark because it is like late autumn. Weather's weird, but the rotation of the Earth is still the same.
Nothing. We should probably get to finding a place to rest. It'll be dark soon.
Yeah, you still see off in the distance the mansion.
We should start heading back then, before it gets too dark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you guys think Tove and Bruna did it?
Ew, Aster.
I think that's something more personal. If we see them kiss, that's fine. But I think that is boundaries.
I mean, neither of them seem like, the kind that would do it on the first date, so...
I don't know. We're kind of fast moving in Yorn.
Ash is just sprinting. He's like, this is gross. You guys are gross.
And you all make it back to the mansion. And you smell something from the kitchen when you enter through the front door.
Ooh, something smells good. Let's go check it out. I'm gonna run to the kitchen.
Adira follows behind him.
You enter and you can see Tove is at the stove, and it seems like he is cooking something. Tove at the stove, and Bruna is chopping up what look like leeks and radishes on a cutting board with a very nice knife.
You know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about like Miyazaki films, or just like generally anime. They cut food because it'll often be like leeks and radishes. It's just beautifully animated.
That's not unlike what it looks like.
Okay.
Do I recognize the dish?
Yes. So Tove, it smells like he is boiling like codfish at the moment.
Are you sure it's not tuna? So that it's Tove at the stove cooking some tuna for Bruna?
No, it is not tuna because tuna is gross. So it's cod. Yeah, it seems like he is boiling cod, and he is putting a very, very generous amount of salt in with it. And it seems like he has what looks to the rest of you like weeds, but you recognize it, Aster. And I think there's a chance that you would recognize it, Arden. There's a type of weed that only grows in Yorn, and it gives things a very bitter taste, but in a way that at least Yornish people really like.
I haven't seen those since back home.
What are they?
It's this plant, this weed that grows only up in Yorn. Makes things taste really good. The name of it is escaping me right now, though. Hey, Bruna, how did you get those down here?
Oh, we went into town and stopped at the market. There were a few merchants from Dasiro. They had some, so we bought a bit. We thought that we would cook a dinner for everyone before we head to the city tomorrow.
You don't happen to have any seeds or anything of it, do you?
No, unfortunately.
I'll make sure to grab some next time I'm home. And then Aster's gonna walk out. Let me know when dinner's ready. I'm gonna walk over into the room and wild shape into a dog and just curl up on the couch.
Okay. It's an old couch, but to your dog bones, it's still a comfy couch.
On the bed.
What type of dog are you? Like a husky?
Probably a husky. White fur, bright blue eyes. But one eye is blue, one eye is yellow.
Yeah, cool.
And that whining you heard? Dog
that was
Aster.
Thank you for covering for my unprofessional dog.
I'm gonna go check in on Gardner and see if they're still around.
Okay, when you walk to the steps, you see Fennec is sitting sort of on the corner of one, and he is sharpening a knife, by the looks of it.
Hey, Fennec.
Oh, hey there, Ash. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. You sharpening your knife, I see. I'm gonna take a whetstone and my bone dagger out. Start copying him.
Yeah, that's the plan. You're looking sharp yourself. Looks like you got a little something special.
Yeah, I'm like stronger now. And I lift up my shirt a little bit and show my 4-pack.
Oh, well, that's right impressive there. I'm guessing you might have gotten the same lesson as me.
Yeah, it was like, I guess that I've always kind of thought that spark's the only thing that made me powerful, but it really made me realize that I am also a part of that. That I actually bring something special to the equation as well, and I guess I never really thought of it that way.
That's right. You're part of the fire too. And he gives you a smile.
I give him a thumbs up.
So you're gonna be heading out tomorrow.
You are?
Did you say yar? Or you are?
I said you are.
Okay. He kind of nods and says, "Yeah, but I'm not going the same way as you."
Oh, well, that's disappointing.
Yeah, I've got things I gotta do. I might have to. Gardner might have to start over for something to work out the way that I need it to.
Oh.
But
Is everything all right with Gardner?
oh yeah, he's doing all right. It's just the path we're taking. He might need to start off a little smaller.
Oh. What's your thought on everything going on right now with the weather and the end of the world and all that?
Well, a couple of months ago, I was out on the Spicer Coast, and that's the far to the east group of merchant cities
Yes.
that exist independently as like city-states. And they were getting reports. He scratches his chin just above his beard. That everywhere else they were having a lot of ships get lost at sea. But I was looking out, and fishing boats were coming back into port, and all of the ships from other parts of the world could arrive there. And I started thinking, sea's been rocky before, but never quite widespread across all of Wellharn. That's not normal.
Yeah.
I was thinking that something might have been wrong. That's why I came here, Highlandor. They've got their god of the sky, Anye. And I thought one of their priests might be able to answer, but I think, by the sounds of it, what your northern friends believe, sounds like end of days is coming. Just not the Hallandor type, or not the... He kind of points at himself. Not my kind of type. Certainly not the Spicer Ghosts type. But weather's been off for a while. I think now it's just worse.
I wonder if there's any way for us to keep in touch.
I can talk to you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you need any help, you just know we'll come running if you need it.
Oh, sure. Hopefully. And he leans forward and scratches Spark, and Spark is like, ah! I'm like super happy to be given attention by this guy who is basically like I haven't mentioned this, but being near him, like there's a lot of warmth.
Yeah.
And Spark just seems super thrilled to be getting pet. And he says, hopefully this guy will be able to fly me there. Or fly you there.
Whoa. Well, you're going to have to get a little bit bigger than that.
Well, not much bigger.
They're finishing up some food right now if you wanted to join us.
Sure. And he gets it.
Alright. I'm going to head back to see what everyone else has been up to.
Yeah, and Fennec comes with you. There is definitely, I'll say this to Arden, because he's the only one whose token is still in there. As you watch them cook, they're not moving like the cooks in your family's kitchen. And there is definitely less... The tension that is between the two of them is not the same. They are, like, Tove comes over and, like, reaches past Bruna to get some spices and stuff a few times.
Yeah.
But they can finish cooking pretty quickly if nobody has anything else they'd like to speak to another person about.
No, I think Adira is just like checking her pack and anyone else's, like, of her main party's pack, just to make sure that they like have all their supplies and that stuff is organized.
Is Bruna wearing her makeup?
She is. It looks like she hasn't applied it for a bit.
Okay.
I assume she has like a garage door lid, and to explain, that is just a single color eyeshadow on from pretty much the bottom, from your upper lid all the way to like pretty much the top of your eyebrow. So it's not pretty looking.
No, she looks
Think
pretty.
80s. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Like she's put on makeup before. Tove, by the way, I have not mentioned this. Tove always like smells really nice. Today he does smell a little bit better.
I thought you were gonna say Tove also has makeup on, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to be like, oh, cool.
Men of Yorn do wear makeup fairly often, but he does not have any. But he does oil his beard very regularly, as that is a common Yornish practice.
Shiniest beard in all the land.
Well, it's not about the shine. It's about the smell. There's a level of male grooming that's very important in Yornish culture. But we haven't gotten to Yorn, so I haven't gotten to talk about it.
We're going to Yorn!
We're on our way.
Tove looks over his shoulder at you, Arden. He says, "Do you like dogs, Arden?"
Dogs are okay.
I saw a dog in the town. It reminded me of you.
What kind of dog? Now I'm intrigued.
It was one of those tall, thin dogs. It looks a bit like a horse. Has a very long nose.
Yes. I like those dogs.
Oh, well, I wish that I had thought to steal it for you. And Bruna looks over her shoulder and is like, I do not think it is a raid if you just steal something after you've bought things in the town.
No. That's one of the kindest gestures I've ever received. The thought that someone would want to steal a dog from me. Don't take this from me.
And Tove like looks at you and just kind of looks at you like, yeah, of course. And he says, well, maybe I'll go. If I feel up to it after dinner, maybe I'll go and take it.
I'm so sorry.
We'll just keep an eye out for the next one, and we'll steal that one.
Sure. And Bruna goes,
Does Arden really
okay,
want a
that's fine.
greyhound?
It's not a greyhound. It's one of those dogs that are like...
Is it a Great Dane?
No, it's the ones that are pun like the little Russian lady type of dog.
Borzies.
Borzy. I mean, well, that's Tove doesn't know what they're called. But
it's a long boy.
When you say
noble type of dog.
When you say we'll look for the next one, Bruna like nods her head and says, "That sounds better." we see one, we don't buy anything from that person. We just go up and we say, hey, give us your dog, and we take the dog. That I'm okay with.
I mean, we don't even need to see the person, really. We can just take the dog.
Right, but stealing is different from being on a raid. That's all. And she goes back to chopping.
Okay, well, I'll leave you two to dinner. And I'll leave.
Always the smoothest.
And the two of them cook, and they can bring everybody the food. And when they bring it to you, so it is basically a boiled cod, but it has a ton of salt, and then it has this cool bitterness all around it.
Oh, how can we roll for zestiness? How's it taste?
Yeah, sure. Make a zest roll,
Right.
which is, I think a Constitution check.
Check
Each
or
of us
saving
have
throw?
to do it.
I think just a check. I think that's. I mean, if you feel like you're a person who likes their food zesty, it's very zesty.
Nice.
I mean, it's like good. It's not like pickled herring or anything like that. It's
Surströmming.
it's like cooked
Ugh.
food made with a lot of salt, and it's like umami. That's like the added flavor.
Adira's just she's not into the texture of boiled fish.
Aster's eating in dog form.
Yeah, I mean, why do you think these people go and steal a bunch of food from other places? There's not great options up top. But you all
Dog Aster barks at God. Don't insult my people.
you all eat, and is there anything anybody would like to say, or are people ready to go to sleep?
If nobody wants to say anything at the dinner table, Adira afterwards is going to go to a small, quiet corner of the mansion, and I think she's going to pray to Ashula Mastan.
Sure.
Can we maybe do just a quick scene of us having a family dinner?
Yes,
so
sorry.
I think you all
Come
get
back.
in here, where Dog Aster is,
Okay.
and everybody sits down.
That's a fireplace, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna cast bonfire, and I'm gonna eat in the fireplace. I'm gonna use that as my bedding.
I'm just gonna sit like a normal person.
Oh,
Aster's the
Tove
weird
walked
one?
over to sit at that seat next to Adira, and then you take it, Arden, and Tove turns around and sees Fennec and Bruna, and he goes and sits over here.
Oh, I could go and grab more chairs, and I run, and as I run, the little fire that's licking at my clothes just kind of sputters out, and I go and can I take one of these chairs that are in here and bring it in?
Sure, make a strength saving throw with your new better
Can
strength.
Are
With
they
my
not
one?
his entire size?
They are. That's why he's got to make a strength saving throw.
Never mind, poor
It's not.
Ash
He
is
can.
fine.
He can lift it. He's got a 12. It's just can you? It's like when you're moving a couch, getting that by yourself. That's pretty difficult.
Yeah.
Wow, 17. You all watch as Ash, just fucking like a Harlem Globetrotter, balances this thing on one leg in his hand and brings it through. Where would you like to put this chair,
Or pack
Ash?
Where is Bruna sitting?
She's over here.
Okay. I'm gonna put it down right by here. I gotta step out for one quick second. Sorry, guys.
Yep. And Tove goes and takes that seat. And Fennec smiles at all of you. Says, "So, you all do any? You all like to read?"
Yes.
Religious text.
Well, sure, but you ever read anything a little nicer? A little. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, have you ever read anything just for fun?
Aster's gonna walk over and nuzzle his hand. Is he like sitting on the ground or is he like standing?
He's sitting on the ground, like back against the wall.
Aster's gonna walk over and just put his head on Fennec's lap. I'm gonna look up at him.
Is that a yes, fella?
Dog Aster nods his head.
All right. Well, that's nice. See, I'm a fan of adventuring books, stories about people who go out and see something interesting and just decide to go after it. That's why I started traveling around the gardener. My sister, she likes historical stuff, stories that take real people and give them personalities. My friend, one of my friends, he's a big fan of romances.
Yes, a man of culture.
Adira looks over at Arden, surprised.
I don't care for him, but he certainly does. How about you all? Anything? I mean, what do you all like to read for fun?
I mean, obviously romances, large tales of grand stories about knights and wars, preferably with romances in them. You know the like.
All Adira's thinking about when Arden says romances is that, like, he really likes the stories that are, like, all sex. And so she, like, scooches away a little bit because she's so, like, what? I really like historical. I think it's very fun to read about past heroes, know what their lives were like.
He kind of nods and he looks down at you and says, and I assume you like reading books about chasing cats?
Aster shakes his head and nods his head over to Arden.
Oh, you like romances too.
You see?
Well, I think I got one in my room. I'll lend it to you all before I go.
Oh, I thought he was reading us a story. That's why I put my head in his lap.
Oh, no.
Does he have a book on him?
No,
Like,
he...
Is he reading a book or anything?
He's still eating his boiled cod, so...
Dog Aster wolfed his down. Pun intended.
I mean, I feel bad, because Ian wanted to, to have this family dinner, but...
Contrary to popular belief, Adira does not get a second helping.
What?
I think it's also because probably Tove and Bruna give you like huge helpings already, so she's like, no, this is like, it's already like 2 servings on a plate.
Yeah, they're the good person at like a place where they make your food right in front of you, where they actually make like the amount that you want to eat and not the amount that like a person who weighs like 110 pounds wants to eat.
It sounds like that's spoken from experience.
Yeah. Hey, I don't want 5 pieces of chicken on my burrito. Thank you very much. So is there
destroying it with lettuce? Like,
yeah,
there's a good amount of lettuce, not like half of the burrito.
Yeah. All right. Now that I'm angry.
I was thinking about a hibachi place, and I'm like,
oh, well, they're standardized servings. I understand that.
yeah.
Aster, what are you?
Realizing Fennec isn't going to read us a story, I'm going to go set my head on Adira's lap. Just like sit next to her.
Yeah, Adira just pets. What kind of dog, Aster?
I was a husky, an all-white husky.
All right.
With blue French tips. And I also like to think that the Oh my gosh, the Dreamcatcher choker that he wears.
It's like a collar
I
now.
would like to think, yeah, it turns into a collar every time he switches into an animal.
Yeah, Adira's just petting his head, giving him scratches behind the ears.
I mean, yeah, sure. Okay. Is there anything else that anybody would like to roleplay, or are we gonna hit the road?
Is there like a cellar in the mansion, or just is it the 2 levels?
There is a basement. When you bring it up, Fennec says, "I already checked it. It got ransacked a long time before I ever came here."
Okay.
Okay. When he fetches the book, it is a beautifully bound blue book with yellow binding, and then a painted scene sort of stitched into the front cover, and it is a shirtless, muscular tiefling man, and he's got one hand around a beautiful elven woman.
I thought you were going to say he has one hand missing, and I was like, oh my gosh, is this a book on Marahim?
It's a book about Marahim, yeah. He's like a purple-skinned tiefling with these big, powerful bull horns. Okay, Ash is dealing with a fridge delivery, so
He has to lift it himself, because none of us went with him.
But he can
He's so
now.
strong.
He totally can.
He can now.
Oh no, he lifted that chair just fine, but he's way too confident. He's gonna try and lift the fridge by himself.
Yeah, he's just going out
an icebox.
in a deadlifter's belt. Okay, but
we just see him go through the door. He has powder on his hands. He's getting ready. He's clapping him off.
The tiefling man is purple
He has
skin.
the gloves.
He has big, powerful bull's horns. The woman is light brown skin. She's wearing a dress, but it's not covering up very much. And the title of it is Something Across the Moor.
Ooh.
I mean, it's perfect. I don't really have many words for it. It's exactly what I want to read right now. I don't have any.
The tiefling has a sword, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Naturally.
Adira just, again, looks at Arden like, what?
Dog Aster's gonna use his nose to try and nudge open the book. I want to read it.
Arden's absolutely just gonna open it and angle himself a little bit, lean down so we can both read it.
Yeah, I mean, it starts off with a whole lot of backstory about this young woman from the Mashato Kingdom on the Wester Island is coming to Hallandor to be a merchant.
The entire time, Arden's just so you gotta have the backstory. He's explaining it to Adira. Because the end result, if you just rush into it, it's not worthwhile. You need the build-up.
How is any of it worthwhile?
It's the yearning, Adira.
Aster barks in agreement.
Okay. Then everybody can take a long rest.
Adira wanted to pray after our family dinner and reading session.
Okay. I mean, you definitely gotta pray to get some of that smut off you. Although none. Seems maybe they get through one chapter. None. They have not even brought up this tiefling. It's literally just this woman filling out forms in an office.
It's a lot about her heavy breathing, very Twilight-esque.
No, doesn't mention her breathing.
No.
Doesn't you think the word bodice doesn't show up even though she's getting off a ship. It's wild. You pray. Everybody takes a long rest. You can do so in separate rooms or in the same room. Tove and Bruna are not in the same room, before you ask.
Adira's she's going to sleep in the same room as Bruna.
Okay.
Girls
Bruna snores really, really loud.
Yeah, about an hour in, Adira immediately gets up and leaves the room.
Aster is gonna, before we go to bed, my wild shape lasts for 4 hours, but I'm gonna come out of it and be like, I'll keep first watch tonight.
I don't think we really need watches. We have, well, Fennec has his phoenix.
Yeah, Gardner can smell anything coming. So
You
it's
should
all
get
right.
some rest, Aster.
Yeah, you go get some sleep. And
Aster's gonna wait for everyone to go to sleep, and then he's gonna wild shape back into dog Aster and sit near the front door.
okay.
Occasionally walking around outside. Doing that.
About an hour into you doing that, Fennec comes out, and he just sits next to you, laying down, and puts a hand on the loose skin around the back of your neck, and just kind of scratches you, absent-mindedly. And he doesn't say anything. He just sits with you.
Aster just lays his head down.
And we can all hear the entire night just Ash deadlifting stuff randomly. Like the decayed stones of the mansion.
Yeah, he stops being Irish and becomes Scottish and is trying to intimidate people by just throwing boulders. But you all wake up. Fennec has a little scene with Ash that we can play when he gets back. But if not, you all start on the journey to...
I'm going to use 4 hit dice.
Okay.
Because I only took a short rest.
Yep.
And is it...
That plus
is it
con.
just that plus con? Okay, cool.
And for each dice, it's plus con. Okay. Then you all continue on the road for about 7 hours before you see in the distance the massive walls of Lycerae. It is a very, very large city. Population well into the 10,000s, most likely, just based on the height of the walls. You all are coming up upon the south gate that the generator... the name was so long that it curled in on top of itself. But you all approach with your carriage, your cart, pulled by Charlie and Biscuit, who seem to have gotten that stronger horse bond just a little bit, pulling you up to the front.
It's because we finally gave them their oats.
That's right. And seeing these walls, I think... Arden, you are likely the only person who has seen a Hallandor city in your group. These walls are very, very old and seem to have been built by almost another culture, and then Hallandor trappings were added later. It's very odd. It seems like there was this rigid, almost malicious architectural bent to the way that these walls were constructed, looking at them. They kind of slope outwards so that they would be really, really hard to climb. But then, it has the buttresses that Hallandor is famous for. But you approach, and there is a massive iron gate. And like a lot of gates, it has those smaller doors, like a smaller gate that does look like it would fit your cart through if it were to be open. And there are 2 guards outside of the gate. They see you as you approach. And there are a number of tents outside with a few small families having a midday meal, that sort of thing. And Bruna and Tove are taking the cart up towards these guards. And one of the guards approaches your cart. All right, who speaks for you?
I guess I do.
All right. There are 6 of you, so that will be 60 silver, or 10, or 6 gold to enter Lycerae.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, Adira's gonna like pull slightly on Arden's arm, like his sleeve, and be like, "Is that normal? Is it normally that much?"
Is that normal, Ben?
Make a history check with advantage. 18. Usually there is a price to be paid. That's why people don't just come and go all the time as they please. It is likely higher. It would only be higher, like, really, if there was something important going on that made the safety of the city a matter of importance.
It's completely normal, and he's going to reach into his coin purse and get out 6 gold and hand it over. It's for the safety of the city, not like the brigands we've encountered in the past. It's entirely on the up and up, I'm sure.
All right, thank you. And he kind of like shakes it, looking at all the coins. There's a stable right to your left as you enter the city. Your cart and your horses must be left there.
Aster holds his hand up and says, "Safety issues, is everything okay?"
No. Our city has been under siege from within. But everything is fine. The area that is still in danger is currently being maintained by a group of knights. And he kind of like throws that knights. He kind of like throws that word out there and like shrugs his shoulders. So it is nothing to be worried about.
You guys need any help?
No, the city guard are not addressing it for important reasons, and any legionnaires not affiliated with the city watch are busy preparing for war in Northumer. And he takes a knocker, as he mentions war very casually, and lifts it and bangs it against the door. And you can see there is one very, very large door knocker and one that's smaller, and he is doing the smaller one. And the doors open up, and you all enter the map that I was so excited for Ian to see. And Aaron, I'm sorry, I'll try to let you know where I think the camera needs to be in the perspective. But you all enter down here, down towards the bottom, middle. And you can see it is this massive district where all the buildings seem very old, a little bit run down for a lot of them. You can see the stable that was mentioned off to this side. And then you can see there is a large like garden park with a few statues. There seems to be some type of gathering going on there. And then there are people milling about. There's kind of a tent city mixed with some small housing. And in the distance you can see a massive arena. But Bruna and Tove go to drop off your horses and the cart. And Bruna says, "I have a friend in the city. I'm going to go and speak with her. I will meet you all. There is a tavern that is next to an inn. You will note it does not have a name or a sign, but it is called the Red Roof."
At the Red Roof Inn?
No, the Red Roof Tavern.
Oh.
The inn next to it is the Copper Dragon. It is, and she points sort of vaguely northeast in the city, up towards like that direction.
We will find you.
Of course, Tove has agreed to come with me today.
Yes, have fun, the two of you. Just the two of you.
Is that a deception check, or are you?
No.
Like, you know what's up.
Yeah, I know what's up.
No, I meant like you're saying to her. You know what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm not trying to be deceptive.
I just mean, are you like making fun of her?
No.
Okay, then I guess she kind of like looks at you like, and she goes off. She pulls
Or
like
like I'm making it. It's like incidentally making it more painfully awkward between the two of them.
yeah, yeah,
For Bruna.
yeah. So you are trying to embarrass her, yeah.
Not purposely though.
Yeah, if she turns to look at us again at all, Arden's giving a thumbs up and a wink.
Sure.
It's like she's doing what Althea did to Fontaine, but not as mean-hearted.
Sure. Aaron, if you don't mind following our adventurers and zooming in a little bit. But you all are free to move about the city as you wish.
I have a
Sorry,
question.
guys, I passed out in the fire pit last night. Did I miss anything interesting?
Oh, you did. We flash back to the house where, as you all were loading up your cart, Fennec came to you. Gardner behind him, his massive flaming wings stretching, and so that he can fly and carry Fennec the long journey to the east that they seem to be planning to make. He kind of just claps you on your shoulder, gave you a very warm smile, and said, I'll always try to be there for you if I can.
Well, thanks.
I haven't known you very long, but most of the people I know who have got one of them, and he smiles down at Spark, been bastards.
Oh.
So, seeing you with them, that makes me feel a lot better. And he bends down and gives you a hug.
And I was gonna give him a hug if he didn't give me one, so.
And you gain 10 temporary hit points.
Oh, sick. Awesome. Okay, cool. Well, and I'm gonna say, I'm like, seriously, I know that what you're doing, what all of us are doing right now, it's not a safe time to be adventuring or rat catching or anything. So, if you need allies, you know that you can call on us, right?
Yeah, of course.
We can handle ourselves in a fight.
I don't doubt it.
And I'm gonna give him a loaf of the soda bread.
Thank you, little fella. This is nice here.
Before you go, did you notice anything weird with like just feeling healthier all the time?
What do you mean?
Like I just feel like every time I wake up, I just feel a little bit stronger. Like I can hold my own a little bit better.
Oh yeah, you got he pats his chest. He says, "There's a fire in there."
And I guess like the last thing Ash does before saying goodbye is he just like starts to glow a little bit. I think he casts Death Ward
There's like
on
it's kind of bent on the bottom
him
down
before he
there.
left.
So,
Yes. I hope that your fridge is okay.
I know, me too.
It's kind of bent
It's not the kind of thing you like to hear.
on the bottom there.
But you all have entered the city, and you are free to walk around as you wish. It is a sprawling, beautiful place that has this mixture of old Hallandorian architecture, which is just all of these columns mixed with like concrete and marble carved together. But then there are also these more modern buildings, like sort of these buildings that seem to be like two-story apartments, and they seem to be these like extremely beautiful colors of plaster, with like really intricate thatching of like clay tiles up top.
Very cool.
But you all may move your tokens.
I have a question. The guard mentioned war with Ursa Mare. What would Adira know about that?
You have not heard anything about Hallandor attacking Ursamere.
Okay.
It seems
So
like
she-
a new development.
All right. Would there be like a newsstand anywhere near?
Doesn't seem to be one. Not that you can see. You get a sense from looking around that this is not a wealthy part of town.
Okay.
Are you being rude?
I'm gonna try.
2
And
tokens are advancing.
yeah, I'm gonna try and follow Aster
Yeah.
a little bit.
There
It seems
is,
like there's a crier over there, maybe.
as you all make your way over there, you see there is a short but rail-thin, about 14-year-old young man. Arden, you recognize the robes that he wear has the sigil emblazoned upon them of the Bardon family, the third most powerful family in Tassero. And then close next to him, there's a tall, handsome, blonde youth with long hair, sort of swaggering next to him, sword at his hip. And the two of them keep walking out of the town.
Wait, what? Ah! Hey! Wait!
Oh? Yes? You are talking to us?
What's the deal with this place? Do you guys know anything about this town?
Oh, yes. This is Lycerae. It is a beautiful city, no?
It really is. I'm Ash, by the way.
Oh, pleasure. My name is Henri.
And this is Wyatt. And he kind of claps tall guy next to him's shoulder, and he looks down at you and gives you a big grin.
Hey, how are you?
Nice to meet you both.
Nice to meet you, little fella.
Ash, you have to stop running away so quickly.
I know I'm just so fast. This is Adira.
Hello.
Did you guys know any place fun around here, or anything interesting to do?
Oh, there is always a good fight at the Great Arena. If you are interested in watching men fight each other, women fight monsters, that sort of thing.
I look back at Adira. I'm like, that sounds like fun.
There is also, are you adventurer?
Yes.
Oh, that is good. Wyatt? And he looks to him, and Wyatt kind of nods and says, there is somebody who you might be interested in if you're looking to make a little coin. There's a weird standstill going on right now between the Cobblers Guild and the rest of the city.
The Cobblers Guild.
Yeah, they're on strike, and until they break their strike, the city guard are refusing to address a few concerns. There's a representative of the Cobblers Guild and some other group, and he points up the road. He said he was talking to us around there. He's kind of walking around seeing if he can meet people looking for adventuring types. He asked us if we could go in, but that's a little dangerous for what we've got going on.
What is it that you have going on?
Oh, I am, this is the 14-year-old on a diplomatic mission.
I know,
I
but
see.
that's I don't even know how to.
What'd you say?
I see.
Yes, so it would be unfortunate for as much as I would like to help liberate the temple, my father would not be pleased if I were to die. And he smiles, and Wyatt kind of laughs too and says, yeah, and I don't want him to die because, he's my friend, and also I would like to get paid.
That's fair.
I have a question.
For which one of us?
Either it, Ursamer, is Hallandor planning on attacking it?
Oh, no. They are sending troops because Ursumar a few nights ago was invaded by Dalraoth from the north.
Oh,
And
wow.
yes, as part of a treaty that I had believed had lapsed, but perhaps not. Hallandor said that if Dalraoth or Ursamer enacted began a war, so that they would support Ursamer.
Would I
Well-
know anything about this treaty?
Make a history check.
Okay. No.
Doesn't sound familiar. Probably not like a historic treaty. Probably like a very modern treaty. Not like there was not news being sent to every nation that's like Hallandor calls for this.
Okay.
Well, I don't know about you, Adira, but I feel like I'm kind of running low on real funds in this part of the world. So I'm not really that afraid of a couple of goons in a temple. Like, I think the four of us could handle it. Did you guys? How much gold exactly was it up for grabs?
Oh, it was not that much. And Wyatt cuts him off and goes, "It was a lot."
Like a lot, like
I
just a digit. Give us a digit, and we can work
800
from there.
Each?
No, for the total job. I guess you all have more in common with Henri than your clothes suggest.
No, but 800 each would have been a lot of gold. We can always
Sure. For four of you, 200 each is a lot of gold. 400 for me is a lifetime of gold.
That's fantastic. I think we should probably take that up. I mean, we can explore the town a little bit first. I mean, who's going to really care? But I think we should probably help out with that. Maybe we do a couple of rounds, warm it up in the arena, and then we can go finish off some blokes in the temple. What do y'all think?
I'm
You want to
entirely down.
You want to compete in the arena, though?
Oh, that sounds like fun, though, doesn't it?
Sounds like so much fun.
It is, there is quite a long waiting period to register yourself at the arena if you are not a recognized fighter.
Okay.
Wyatt is, and he won several bouts, so. But
Well-
we had to wait.
You had to wait? How long was the wait here? Because we're like
It takes
a few hours.
about a week.
Oh, shit.
I think we could just go and help the temple.
Okay. Yeah, let's just go and help the temple, and then maybe we'll be so renowned from helping the temple, they'll just let us fight, and that'll be fun too.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. White kind of like leans down to cut in. Did not care
Oh!
that I had fought several trolls before, saved a small town. Did not factor in. So
Alright,
not
well,
anything that they worried about. So I would suggest, save the temple, get your money, go, register, put all the money on yourself, win or put all the money on the other guy, throw the fight. And he shrugs. And Henri looks up at him and says, "Right." And he goes, "I'm joking. That was a joke. Don't do that. It's illegal." And then he winks at you, Ash.
well, really appreciate. Glad that they're really knowledgeable strangers, huh? I'm glad we stopped you to ask.
Oh, well, I pride myself on my mind, of course.
Thank you for the information.
Okay, and as you all have been doing this, we're going to go to where Aster went, in the garden.
Yeah.
So Aster walked up You all are still way over there. And when you get here, it seems to be a bunch of people listening to one man speak. And he is holding a book. It's red binding. And he says, "And what do they do for us? They build walls and roads, yes, but then what? They take more and more and more of what we do. Hundreds of years ago, you had a shop in a village. Now you work in a city in your own shop, and you can only buy leather from 3 patrician families. You can only get the tools that you need to make from 2 other patrician families. Every shoe you make, every boot you make, the money goes more to them at the top who have all of the money than any that you get to see. Than any." And everybody seems to be agreeing. "And what are we to do?" "I'll tell you what I'm doing. I've saved my gold. My brother was a legionnaire. When he died, they took his armor, even though he bought it with his own money when he joined. I'm going to buy my own armor and my own sword, and I will not be pushed around anymore, simply because a group of patricians' family were better at killing my ancestors than my ancestors were at killing them."
Yeah, let's all buy some armor.
They all seem to be agreeing. Aster, you're listening?
My apologies. I was muted. Did not realize that.
No, no worries.
I'm going to tap the guy's shoulder next to me.
Yes.
Name's Aster. I'm new here. Is like patrician a family? Are they like is it a state of being?
They are the highest of nobility. You do not look like you're from Harindor. They are ancient families of great renown, great wealth. A few plebeians, he exaggerates. There are plebeian families who have long had a great deal of wealth. They own much of what he discusses, but his point still stands.
So it's not like one family called the patricians. It's like there's a lot of families that make up the patrician.
Yes, it's a class.
Okay. Cool. I mean, not cool that you guys are being oppressed, but
No, it is not.
cool to know the information. I like to be informed. Yeah.
The speaker again. "When the Empire was formed, we were promised grain would be free. Now, how much is it?"
Too
And
much.
several people shout. 3 silver. And he goes, "I do not have 3 silver for every week to feed multiple children." And they all nod in agreement. And it goes on like this. It's a speech about oppression and what they're going to do about it.
Why don't you guys have druids make wheat for you? I'm gonna pull out a seed. It's just a flower, but druid crafted into a flower.
Because everyone who can do that is working on farms and making the wheat that is then sold here.
Oh.
You cannot farm unless you have the permission of one of the families who own land.
Man, so they're really just, monopolizing the whole... That's kind of messed up.
What is it like where you're from?
Well, where I'm from, it's... What is it like where I'm from, exactly?
In Yorn, most goods are taken from other places, but then weaving smithing and a few artisan jobs are done, like in villages. But there is an expectation that essentially that means that things that are hunted by the hunters will be shared with the artisans. Things that are taken by raiders who go south are going to be shared with the artisans and the hunters. That sort of thing.
Well, where I'm from, it's kind of like a give and take scenario. Everyone helps out a little bit everywhere. You know, we have the hunters who get the food and they share it with like the crafters.
Well, we should be more like where you come from, friend.
But that's the gist of the speech. Do you go back to your...
No, Aster's just wandering. No one was paying attention, so he's doing what a small child does best and looks around.
No.
All right,
So
you
we're gonna
all
pick out some flowers.
are...
That's what drew his attention in the first place. Might
Gotcha.
look in the pond.
You all, back to
Mike.
you all, Wyatt and Henri seem ready to get back to their diplomatic mission.
It was nice meeting you, Wyatt. Nice to meet you, Henri.
Oh, nice to meet you. It's not Henri. I'm not Henri. Henri.
Henri.
So I'm not misbehaved. I have very good manners. I've practiced quite a bit. Henri.
Nice to meet you.
Henri.
It's Henry.
No,
Henry.
it is not. It's Henri.
I feel like I'm saying. Am I not saying that?
It's an accent thing.
And Wyatt says, it's fine. And he kind of pushes Henri along, and the two of them walk off.
Bit of a metagaming question, but do I see Fontaine?
You do see Fontaine, yes. You see, from your perspective, where you're standing, you see a man in just the most vibrant blue jacket that exists in this part of the city, with a pack across his back and a very fine rapier at his side, talking to a group of people. They don't seem to want anything to do with him. They just seem to be hurrying past him as he tries to get their attention. And he doesn't seem to mind. He just goes over to this group of people and starts talking to them. By this point, you all clock. There is a peacock of a man. He is about 6'2". He is he has like the build of George of the Jungle, Brendan Fraser. Sort of shoulder length, dark brown hair. Very pale skin. As you get closer to him, if you choose to do so, you can see that he is from the Golden Islands, the same grouping of islands that Ash is from, but a very different one, most likely, based on his
Personality.
his whole deal. And he does have a very fine rapier at his side, and he seems to be speaking to the people that are around him. He's very handsome, square jaw, powerful features.
Can
Where
I try
is
and
he?
get some seeds from these flowers?
He is up here. Yeah, you can pick
Okay.
up your seeds.
Okay.
Make a nature check.
Placid 20.
You get like 6 20s. 6 20s. You get like 6 seeds.
Placid
Yeah,
20.
he is up here.
Should we just head to the temple now? Well, get
Well, we gotta
Aster.
find Aster. Did you guys need to pick out anything up from the shop? Maybe we should.
I'd
Yeah,
say
let's-
getting Aster is our first priority.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. He gets lost easy, like, doesn't he?
I don't trust people around him. I don't think that they'll understand him as well as we do.
Aster's gonna give a flower to every. He's gonna start like on the outside of the crowd, just giving a flower to people.
Adira looks very touched by what Arden said about Aster. To Ash, she says, he's truly learning.
It's
bit
more,
at a
it's more of a
time.
timer-based thing. Like I'm worried he'll run into someone that he can't handle.
Yeah, I mean, you all know because you were walking that way until Ash saw a well-dressed young man and was like, oh, look, knowledge, and turned
And
around
knowledge
and
is power.
went back and talked to him. That's right. You all were walking towards the garden, kind of following Aster, who had sort of just started wandering that way.
Maybe
I
we
feel
should
like
check the
Asher's
garden.
probably like joined in with this group and is
Yeah.
like saying, "Yeah, down
you're-
with the power."
You're learning.
Like,
You're learning the chants.
He's just going along with it.
Yeah, and you all see
Aster.
Aster. Aster, you see your companions.
Aster and Adira's just waving.
Hey guys.
Come
Aster.
here.
Oh, he's gonna say bye to the people that he considers friends, but probably don't consider him a friend.
They all actually seem to like you pretty well.
Oh,
They were trying to get you to join in the chants and stuff. They were.
And I
very-
did.
Very open to you, yeah.
Are they all like wearing his flower in their
Now,
hair?
yeah. I think you even gave one to the guy who was speaking, who was just like, "Oh, thank you."
Somehow
Oh,
they're
where
all
was
like
I?
the same flowers. This turns into like a symbol of the movement.
oh my God.
I think I probably would have given them all from like my random sack of seeds.
Okay.
So they're all different ones. But you all have Aster now.
So we learned from Wyatt and this other guy,
Henri.
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 We there's a guild hall. There's an issue with the guild hall.
Lots of money.
Temple.
There's a temple that's being like held up like. So I wonder if maybe we go there and we can take care of it and get a big. Do we have to check in with somebody actually? In order to be like, hey, we're gonna do this job.
At this point, you see sauntering over to you the peacock of a man.
Do I like immediately know that he's from the Golden Isles? Like, is that like a style?
Yeah, you can tell he is from one of the smaller islands that is constantly under threat of invasion by Hallandor.
So from my city, do we like have a particular perspective of those kind of people from that island, or?
They are a bit big for their britches, maybe.
Okay.
But he approaches you all and says, "Hello! Greetings!" And he holds out a hand.
Oh, hey there, lad. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing quite well there, my good lad. How are you?
We're good. We're good. What's your deal then?
Well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Fontaine Kensering. It's a pleasure. And he smiles at each of you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, it's nice to meet you as well. You all have weapons. You all seem very well put together. I was wondering, and he kind of like taps his foot with each syllable as he says that. Would you perhaps be looking for a job? You look very competent.
Yeah.
Is it about the temple?
It is indeed. I'm glad that you've heard of it. I hope that no one's offered you the job before, because I would like to offer it to you. Essentially, what we have is a bit of a standoff, and he indicates to this group of people to your all's east. The Cobbler's Guild is refusing to work. The City Guard are refusing to enter the temple, and the Knights of the Lion's Hope, a order of knights that work out of this city, they are forbade to enter hallowed ground and to attack anyone, spill blood. So, for about 4 days now, I've been wandering the streets, walking up to people saying, "Excuse me, would you like to go into a temple and fight some people in masks who have invaded?" No one has taken me up on the offer yet. I'm hoping that you all will, perhaps.
Right.
Did you lead with the gold?
Oh, I do not. I should. I would like it if you would be, if you would advise me a bit, my friend, because thank you. I forget that. And he lifts a big sack of coin, and he says, "I have a fair amount of gold here. It's yours. I believe the Cobblers Guild themselves have gathered a bit of gold to try to hire some adventurers. Their leader is keeping an eye on the temple, so
as I escort you there, if you choose to take the job, he would be willing to fork up a little bit of gold as well, I believe.
Aster's gonna hold up his finger and say, 1 second. He's gonna walk over to the cobbler group and ask them if they would be angry at him for taking this job.
And one of them like shakes their head and says, "Oh no, not at all. We all chipped in to try to hire some adventurers, but we haven't been able to find any.
Oh,
It's
well, you're in
a
luck.
safety risk to the whole city. City guard being, full of shit doesn't mean we want,
That's true.
holy temple to be, shit on."
That's true. Well, you guys are in luck. Me and my friends are actually.
Oh, and he turns and he goes, "Hey, Flower Boy's gonna fix the temple," and all of them start being like, "Yeah, hell yeah!"
Did you just start a cult?
Maybe. That'd be the most dysfunctional cult ever.
There are so many things I will never understand about him.
Well,
I'm gonna turn to the group. I guess I'm in.
I mean, I'm certainly down. I feel like we need a little bit more gold if we're going to be able to upgrade our gear or anything. I mean, we've got the apocalypse we're trying to face off against. We need to be prepared for it. We need resources.
That's true.
Oh, if you all would like, I could show you to a shop of some sort before we make the trip. If you are willing to take the job, of course. He gives you a big smile.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yes. Yeah,
Well,
I'm down. Just do we
This
need?
is wonderful. And he puts both of his fists just above his hips. I regret that I have not learned your names. What are your names?
Aster.
Adira?
Aster, Adira,
I'm
beautiful name.
Ash.
Ash, lovely name.
I'm Arden, and I give a bow.
Arden, wonderful name. Oh, thank you. And he gives you a bow as well. It's a little bit more extravagant than your bow. And then he turns to you, Aster, and says, "I realize I did not give your name a compliment.
That's okay.
Beautiful name. So, shall we sally forth?
Yeah.
Would you like to," and he starts to walk, "would you like to stop anywhere, or would you just like to be taken straight to the temple and get right to work?"
Have we eaten yet?
You have eaten.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm feeling all right.
Should we maybe stop in at a shop or something? Maybe get some potions if we can.
That's a good idea.
I don't even know if I have any potions.
I know of a potion shop I could stop us off at.
That might be a worthwhile place to check.
Very well, let us continue on. And he starts to walk, but he stops at this stair and puts his arms out to stop you all.
Oh.
Wait, we need to wait just a moment.
Is he looking both ways?
No, and you all notice that in front of him on the street, there is a big line of ants, some carrying food.
Oh!
We need to let them go. They work very hard. So, hello, little friend. Good luck building your mound of dirt.
That's so cute.
This guy.
It's because of Marcus!
And the trail of ants stops. He says, "All right, now we go." And he starts walking.
I'm gonna... Aster is going to be copying this man's walk because... not to make fun of him, but because I feel like Aster would find it enjoyable.
Yeah, he really leads with his hips. It seems like he is walking to a salsa beat. And he usually has at least one hand somewhere on his sword, either the hilt or the scabbard.
And then Aster is also going to be making him a flower crown as they're walking.
Okay. And he leads.
Would I have flowers that would match or be somewhat close to the color that he's wearing?
Yeah, there's some like Yornish blue flowers. I think you make a
Okay.
couple of those.
Yeah, I'm
Those
gonna make
and-
him a flower crown to match his jacket.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you. This is lovely. This is just lovely. And he takes it and he puts it on and he kind of like turns his head just a little bit and says, "How does it look?"
Dashing.
Dashing. Thank you. And starts walking again.
Can I make a weird request? Can he make a charisma check of some sort?
Sure. It's gonna be bonkers high.
I know. I just want to see if Ash starts to like him a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna make that a persuasion check. It is a 26.
Yeah. Okay. Ash is like, okay. He's kind of he's not some swagger boy. He's all right.
And he leads you all to a potion shop, which I don't have a map for, but you all enter, and there is a small halfling behind a cauldron. Like, small for a halfling, shorter than Ash. It's an old man. He's got tiny spectacles that hang on the edge of his nose, and he looks up and he says, "All right. It looks like you're looking for what?"
I'm gonna say to him in halfling. I'm gonna say, "Hey, Grandpa, how you doing?"
William?
No, it's me, Ash.
Samuel?
How's the shop?
It's good, Samuel. I've got a bunch of good little potions here. I didn't know you had big friends now.
Yeah, they're pretty good folks.
That's good. That's why we live in the city. That's what it's for. Do you need a potion there, Sammy?
I think we do need some potions. We're gonna be trying to help out the city a little bit. I'm gonna turn to everybody and saying, how many potions do you think that we should get?
This man is your grandfather?
No, but I thought that it was more like oh hey, it's like.
That's
good
a
to
very
see you.
common thing both among halflings and among everyone in Oil Nakon, like to call
Yeah.
elders that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like it is not out of Ash's idea of normalcy.
Yeah, it's just like it's like, hey, like we're all taking care of each other. You're like my grandpa. You're an old man. Like.
But the old man saw a small form and said, "William?" And Fontaine leans down and says, "I don't know, how much you all need to be healed, but I would suggest, 50 potions can't hurt."
50 potions?
50 potions can't hurt anything except for my hopes of ever being able to eat again. I think I only need like 2 at most. Pretty good at healing myself, to be honest.
I'll take 2 as well.
I mean, sure, I'll be honest, I've never bought a potion. So,
Then why are you giving us advice about it?
I don't know. I mean, I've had a lot of potions, given to me between bouts. So, I do... I mean, I have some experience in drinking potions, just not in purchasing, managing the amount that I have. You asked a question, I was giving you an answer. I apologize. And it takes a literal step back.
Nah, you're fine, man. Don't worry about it. Grandpa, how much would like 4 potions be?
What kind of potions?
Yeah, like a standard healing potion, right, everybody?
Standard healing potion. Well, the old grandson discount, and he gives you a really long wink that he seems to be having a hard time making happen. That would be 240 gold there, Sammy. Do you have that much, buddy? I sure hope that idiot son of mine isn't giving you that bunch of an allowance.
No, I do not have 240 gold. 50 potions?
And Fontaine just kind of looks at you when you say 50 potions, like, yeah, that is what I suggested.
What about 4 potions?
4 potions, that's what I said. That'd be 240 gold. For the old grandson discount, and he gives you a wink, same length wink with the other eye.
That means there's 60 apiece?
That's a really expensive potion. And that's a standard
Yeah.
like, 2d4 potion.
And that is with 2d4 plus 2, and that is with a hefty discount.
Wow.
That is not anything beyond the standard of normal Dungeons and Dragons.
Really? Oh shit.
I thought they were only 50 apiece. That's why I was suggesting to get them.
Oh wait, okay, I'm sorry. I'm now finding them in my book as 50, while in my other book they were 80. That's weird. Okay, so then he changes his price.
No, Grandpa, not that many. 4. Only 4.
Oh, I'm sorry. 120.
That seems doable.
What if we added on just 2 more?
Oh, then it would be... it would be 200.
I can do 200.
For the grandson discount, and he gives you a wink.
I give him a wink and like a little finger gun.
Oh, thank you for the little finger gun.
Maybe we should do... I'm fine with 6 if y'all are. I only need 1 if somebody else wants to take 2. I can heal myself fairly competently, you know?
I can heal everyone pretty well, too.
I already have one as well, so...
Yeah, you know, I do need to at least charge you 40 apiece, and I'm sorry about that. The old ant population's really been getting it by herbs.
Oh. There's got to be something we can do about that, right?
And Fontaine says, I don't know if that's true. I've spoken to the ants. I don't think they would do that.
I think it would be easy enough for each of us to do like 50, right?
Arden and I only need 1 each. And then, Ash, do you want 2 or just...
I just need 1.
Just
I'm
1?
like Mr. McHeal now. So...
Aster, how are you feeling about healing and being able to?
Yeah, I'm fine.
So we really only need 4 then.
Okay, well, for 4, it is the as listed 120. You know what, Sammy? For you and your friends, make a deception check.
Okay.
Ash.
Oh, come on.
For you and your friends, I'm going to add in a little something special. So you said you wanted 4. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. And he goes to the back, and you can see his hands are sort of reaching out like he's already getting a big surprise ready. And he gets a little crate that you see has about 6 healing potions in it. And he lifts it, puts it on top of a shelf, gets 2 of those potions out, sets them back down on the shelf, turns with all 4 of them, brings them over, hefts them onto the little halfling desk that he keeps. And then he says, 1 second, let me go get the little surprise. And he goes to a back room, which he closes.
I'm really curious what the surprise is. I feel like I haven't really been trying to lie to him. He just assumed I was his grandson, so I kind of rolled with it.
I mean, it is giving us a discount. That's
Yeah.
positive,
I
I guess.
appreciate it. What?
It's a positive?
I think so.
And he opens the door, and he walks back out, and you can see he has what look like necklaces, but he's like clutching the part of it that's important. And there's just like little ropes that you could like sling around your neck.
Oh.
And he brings them out, and he's got 5 of them. And he puts them down, and then you see that they are wooden whistles in the shape of like a little whale, but like a block whale.
Oh.
It says, "Here's a little gift for you and your friends. You know your old pappy likes to whittle."
Wow, that's so great. Thank you so much. So it's just a little whistle?
Yeah, it's just a little whistle, and you pick it up, and it sounds like one of those like train whistles that you can get.
That's so
Thank you
cute.
very much.
Thanks so much, Grandpa. And I go to give him a hug.
Oh, thank you, Sammy. You say hello to your father.
Of course. I'll make sure to say hi to Dad.
Say hello to your mother.
And her too.
Don't say hello to your uncle. And he pokes you in the chest.
Wouldn't dream of it.
He knows what he did. All right. Well, I hope that you don't do anything too dangerous. But
We're
if
just-
you do, if one of you gets hurt, come back to me, and
Oh my God, I love this old man.
you get really hurt.
I have a question. Where are Aster and Arden? Have they grabbed the potions and left?
No, I'm
No.
still in there. I'm just watching this happen.
Same.
Because I don't think we've paid him yet.
We haven't yet.
I'm gonna take. I'm not shorting this old man who's been so nice. I'm gonna say, all right, everybody. I think we're each getting one, right? So that should be about 40 gold each, right?
Yeah, Adira gets 40 out of her pouch and just
I
puts
get
it down on
40
the
out.
counter.
Aster also gives 40.
Fontaine also gets 40 out and walks forward. Is
Oh.
this...
Oh,
Is it... Now, the yellow one is gold, correct?
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. And he gives you a big smile.
So wait, if we just paid 160, are we getting another potion? Or is
Nope,
this just like
Fontaine
he's getting
just-
40?
Fontaine was just
40
listening
gold.
to Ash's suggestion and also chipping in 40 gold.
Awesome. Well, and then Ash is going to sleight of hand his 40 gold back into his pocket.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty, well, you all have a nice little time.
And then I think we're going to go on our break. Are you all good if we get back here at 7:45?
Yeah, perfect.
Sounds good.
All right. Can't believe that I role-played myself out of making you pay full price for potions.
I didn't do anything. I didn't try.
Nope.
How to be friendly.
You remember that
It's
time you roleplayed yourself?
blacksmith all over again.
Yeah, just like the time you roleplayed yourself into giving me a free +1 magic rapier.
I make a little character, and then I like him so much that
You want us to like him too.
I give him a motivation. Big mistake. Okay, so we'll be right back at 7:45. Oh, cool. We got a little text.
Oh.
It is cool. What?
Wait, we got a text?
Yeah,
it's in the bottom right
made
corner.
we made cards, and then Aaron, being the producer, to being a much better producer than I am, included a thing on screen for when we would actually be returning.
Oh, nice.
Aaron, you should say hi on stream.
Yeah, Aaron, say hi.
You're an honorary part of the A-team.
Oh,
Yeah, you're the 18th producer now.
You know, Ben, you know what I was thinking throughout this campaign? That, I love having 2 games a week, but wouldn't it be nice if sometime soon we would have a game on Friday, too? Ben?
Well, unfortunately, not this Friday.
Oh, it's
and
2 Fridays from now?
Unfortunately. Oh, thank you, Aaron. Hey,
Yeah.
everybody who's stopping by. I'm going to be the dungeon master for a cross-dimension event where several other online dungeon masters will be playing characters from their game worlds in an adventure that I have created set in this one.
Whoa!
Oh, that's
Yeah,
super
which-
fun.
I think is pretty fun. We have the Dungeon Master for the Monster Hunt cast, Jesse. Liam, the Dungeon Master for 1 in 20. We have Zeal Zaddy, who creates a lot of cool Dungeons and Dragons content. And then we have B, the Dungeon Master for Campaign 1 of the Frostwalkers podcast. And each of them are going to be stopping by and playing characters in my world. So I will get to have them deal with me being annoying and giving them things because I fall in love with a little voice that I've made. So that is September 4th.
9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So do please tune in for that. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, and I'm very excited for it. I've got a whole lot of stuff to do. I am very nervous because one of them is actually from the UK. So my several generic British voices are going to be put to the test.
Deeply offensive.
No, not at all. I lived in the United Kingdom for 9 months. I know what a British person doing an American accent sounds like.
Oh yeah.
No one is allowed to be upset at me. But that look forward to that. Come stop by. There's not really anything for our viewers to do. I guess you know what? So we're gonna do a thing where viewers of their content can stop by in the chat and mention a few things and empower their characters, like have little bits and pieces, like sayings that character might have said in their content. For maybe you all watching, you could stop by and mention things from this world, which I could make a list of, and maybe that would empower the villains. Which wouldn't that be fun? Hey, drop your NPC off in my world. I'm gonna kill them. I'm sure your fans would love if your beloved wizard with a fun voice, who has a great deal of pathos near the end of your campaign, I'm sure they would love to see my fake British voiced barbarian just beat the hell out of them. Alright, I am gonna go to the restroom. Hey, on Fridays, except for last Friday, also look out for the DM's Guide videos.
Ooh. Water. I need water, Marky. Hey everybody, how's everyone doing?
Are you asking the audience or us?
Everyone.
I'm doing well. I'm just using my Adira coaster.
Oh my god, I am so excited. Yeah, did I send you my address?
You did.
Okay, good. You gotta send me your Venmo because I wanna give you just a little something as a thank you for that.
I feel uncomfortable.
Well, you don't have to do it on air.
I actually I need to finish yours. I forgot that I was at a beauty resident and wasn't going to be able to lay down the logo one yet.
Gotcha.
And I'm back. Hello, everybody.
Hey, Ben.
Hi, welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
So you all have picked up some potions.
Yes.
And it's time for you all to head to the temple, I guess. I suppose.
When we all walk out, Aster is going to say, "Oh, I forgot to give him a flower," and I'm going to walk back in. I'm going to druid craft in the flower, but then I'm also going to pay for 2 more healing potions.
Oh, wow.
Oh, certainly. Hello, sir. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for the flower.
No problem.
2 healing potions, you say? That's 100 gold.
All right, and I'll pay it.
All right, thank you. Here you go. And he gives you the 2 healing potions. Then he was like, "Oh, it's a good thing you came by. My grandson and his friends just took 4, so I usually pack them in by 6. So, here you go."
Oh, thank you, sir. Your grandson is... And if he's anything like you, I'm sure he's a very nice fellow.
Oh, thank you very much. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Then he waves at you as you leave. And you all go to just outside of the Temple of Kastaraj. As you approach it, it is a Gothic, severe building with jutting spikes and gargoyles atop it. But as you get a little bit closer, you can see Fontaine sort of leading you all. You do see that there are a group of people, there are about 8 of them, sort of positioned on the steps, just watching the big, massive gate. And they all bear the same mark. They don't all seem to be like soldiers. A few of them seem to be like wizards or archers or that sort of thing. But they all have a pauldron that has the head of a roaring lion on it.
Whoa.
And Fontaine is sort of pointing you all towards a man in a nice cap over in this direction.
I just have a question. Does anybody have any medium armor that Adira, just in case we want to do stealth stuff?
Oh, no, I don't. I only have my... And she gestures to her giant copperish-colored armor.
I have this spare leather armor. If you ever need it, did you want to take it just in case? It won't do much.
I think I'd be better if I just stick with what I have.
Okay, cool. You just let me know if you ever need a. Well, it is made to fit me, so.
Yeah, I was thinking that it would kind of only fit my torso.
It looks like it stretches a bit.
A bit.
I'm just
a bit. Is it
Adira's
Adira
gonna
like
take
6
Ash's
feet tall?
hand and like try to stretch it as much as she can, and she just hears the little tears of the leather.
It's Dungeons and Dragons armor. It stretches to where it would fit you like a leather breastplate.
Oh, it
I'm
does?
just picturing Adira in like a leather cut-off T-shirt.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was imagining.
That is kind of how it would fit, but it would be able to fit on you, and it would be able to give you full protection.
Okay, I actually think that Adira just wearing a fucking like leather jacket that gives her AC is kind of a rad image, but
Not a jacket, it's like a crop top.
It's like a leather crop top and shorts.
Doro, it's kind of like what Noe wears.
And then you stretch it down far enough and you belt it all together.
I mean, you could.
God.
She could look like a character.
Needs
You
to
just-
wear that.
You take one of the belts off and suddenly it's a weapon. It rebounds up, snaps someone in the eye.
All right, so
The image is funnier than I think it would be helpful.
shall
Okay.
we go?
He's just dancing around.
Yeah, let's get moving. Fontaine, do you know if there's any like, we're a decently quiet group. Do you know if there's any way that we could get inside without going through the front door and getting ourselves blasted to bits?
I don't believe so. It is a temple of an active religion, so I don't think they advertise back doors where people could sneak in and steal things. I mean, this group has been inside holding the priests hostage for a little over a week now. So,
Gotcha.
Well,
Yes.
most people don't advertise backdoors. That's why, they're good.
of
I
course, but
think the two of you, Adira points to Arden and Ash, you two could try to find like a window to go in through?
Oh, that's true.
Real quick question for Ben. What happened with my cloud?
Oh, it's floating above you. You can call it. It would come to you.
Is it just like up there in the sky?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
All right, well, let us go. And he walks up and he goes, Asun! And the man turns and looks at you. He looks like he is from Mana. He's a dark-skinned man. He's got a thick beard. He's pretty average height, but he wears this sort of extravagant, simply because of a feather. He wears a cap that you've seen a few men wearing around town. And he is talking to a man who's about 5'10". He looks like he is a high elf, most likely from Dasuro. He is like 6 feet tall, and he probably weighs like 100 pounds. Looking at him. And sort of curling around and walking between his feet, he has a lynx cat. And as you all approach, he just shakes his head to something that this man was saying, and then he looks at the sword at Fontaine's side, and he looks past him at Arden, and looks at Montoya at your side. And he flicks his eyes up, and they meet you, and they look, they're not very kind eyes. And then he and the lynx walk on, and he kind of holds your vision until he gets to about here, and then he just walks away.
That was rude.
That was like weird, huh? Does he have like a thing against rapiers?
He also had a rapier.
Well, I can have a rapier too, and I'm gonna make a rapier out of the feather.
Sure.
And I'm just gonna wag it at him as he walks away.
Yeah, he hasn't looked back or anything.
Pleasure. Fontaine, have you finally found a group of people?
Yes, indeed I have. These are, and he gestures at you all and says, well, I know their names individually. I don't know if you will have a name. This is Ash, Arden, Astra, and Adira. They are willing to enter the Temple of Gastarash. So, I found a group of people. He gives Asun a smile. Asun turns and says,
It's a bit dangerous. Do you all feel that you are prepared for something dangerous? There are hostages, and we would rather none of them be killed, obviously. But
how much time do we have before we go in there? Can we go in whatever we want?
Well, I'd like you to go now. They've been in there a week, and they've a few times had seemingly other members of wearing the same mask as they wear have attacked other parts of the city, and those have been answered, but the lions cannot enter, and the city guard refuses to move. So we believe that they're trying to distract us, so we believe going sooner rather than later is best option. A few hammers of the smith went in the day. We watched them die before the doors closed.
Okay, I'm really feeling the back entrance is probably our best.
The front door is just not a good idea.
I don't think there's another way in. You're welcome to look, but...
Is there like a way from above?
Are there any like open windows that we can see?
You cannot see any open windows. Okay. They're all sort of stained glass windows with images of like wilting flowers and trees in winter and big skulls.
What about like a chimney?
I don't believe there is one. Perhaps you could enter through one of the windows near the front door. I think you would have to break it to get in. But at least that way you would catch them by surprise. I'm sure that the priests could raise enough money to fix the window.
I'm gonna look at everybody.
We've watched every possible entry and exit? And
I mean, I think I have this new thing where I could teleport inside. I mean, it would be just me.
Can we take some time to survey? Just...
of course,
Okay. I'm just going to call down the cloud.
Yeah. You all watch as that little puff cloud comes down, big enough for Arden to kind of surf on.
Yeah. The name of it is Stratus because Nimbus is already taken.
Fair. Cumulus, come.
Cumulus, come. But yeah. Can it only hold me, or could I get someone else on it?
You would be able to fit. Well, is anybody else pure of heart? You could definitely fit Ash on it. Arden. Well, you're Arden. Aster and Adira would be heavy enough that it could provide a little bit of trouble.
Okay. I wanna offer up a hand to Ash.
I'll take it and get on.
Okay. We're going to look above, see if there's any way in. If there's not, we'll regroup down here. Just gonna like beep 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 beep.
Adira is eyeing all the lion pauldrons.
Yeah. They all seem to be of the same make.
No, I know, but she's just like, what was the group called again?
The Order of the Lion's Hope. That's what they're called.
And you know the end of the world is coming?
What? What? Fontaine was the second what?
I'm sorry, I thought you would know. We
I'm
thought
a
this-
cobbler. I don't... What? And Fontaine goes, yeah, I had no inkling either. That's certainly news to me.
Wait, wasn't Fontaine in the room with us when we were talking to what's his butt?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, so is Fontaine lying?
You could make an insight check.
Okay,
I don't know why
yeah.
Aster would think that he would be lying.
Yeah, I don't think he would be. I just sorry.
Adira, like, her cheeks go red, and she's like, what? Yeah.
Let's go over here while we wait for your friend to return on his cloud. So,
The world isn't ending, it's a religion thing, sorry.
a moment. And he sort of walks you over. Here.
Yeah, Adira just shouts that back as she walks away.
Well, I don't know what you've heard, but there are a few people who believe that.
No, that's not what I heard. My friend, and she looks back to Aster, and she's like, why? She like motions him to come by again.
I think
Come close.
Aster's oblivious, so unless you say something, he probably doesn't pick up.
Aster, come here,
Oh, okay.
like a dog. We saw my friend. We had to put the last fire giant down.
Oh,
Yeah, that's on me.
well, don't publicize that.
Adira grabs Aster's hand and squeezes it and says, he was already passing. You only made it easier for him. Do not hold it against you. Yourself.
Sure. Yes, of course.
Well, I was talking to my friend, so...
Well, I was just trying to make him feel better also.
Aster just smiles at them and says thank you.
Don't mention that to many people.
I'm sorry, I thought the guy who was talking to us was a lion's person.
No. I was hired. I was asked by a friend of mine to work to find someone who could deal with this problem, as his order could not. I happened to find out that the Cobblers Guild was working to ensure that this problem was dealt with as well, so I decided to work with Ason. And he is a very superstitious man, so any mention of the end of the world, he's liable to take it. I mentioned that there might be ghosts inside as a joke, and he began to tell me that I should include that when I ask people to enter. Aster and Ash, whichever of you would like to make a perception check with advantage. Because you're up on Stratus, correct?
Oh, Arden.
Oh, my bad.
I was like, man,
And
what am I noticing?
perception check with advantage, you said?
One of you can make a perception check with advantage, because the other one is up there to be like, oh, what's over there?
Oh, Arden, what is your... I have a 1 for perception, so whatever. If you have higher than that, you make it. Nice!
Okay, you notice that there is a small bell tower just to the left of the gate. And as you were flying close by, you notice that there is a sort of trapdoor. There is a massive generator noise. But you notice that there is a trapdoor on the top of that bell tower.
Ooh. That seems handy if we can get everybody up here.
Yeah. So, connects into the actual temple, right?
Correct.
And it's just the trapdoor up top?
Just the trapdoor up top. There's a big bell, and then there's the trapdoor.
All right. How would we go about getting up getting the others up?
I have...
One at a time. Like, could you, like, command the cloud to go down and, like, take Adira up and then take Aster up?
Can I do that? Can I, like, issue it commands?
It seems like it only wants to come to you or follow where you, or have you ride it.
So is the bell tower facing the front? Or is it around the side?
It's towards the front. Like, it is not far off from the opening to the gate.
Can I land just on the bell tower?
Sure.
Like, as quietly as possible?
Yeah. And the trapdoor is not locked or anything.
Okay. How about this? And I want to pull out as much fucking rope as I can.
Yeah, you got rope?
If I tie it, like, all the way down, if it's in multiple pieces, can I just get the rope to the bottom?
How much rope do you have?
I don't know how much rope I have. It's like the basic...
it would be 50 feet.
Yeah.
50 feet.
50 feet, you could get it close to the bottom of the... If you hang it over the side towards the gate, like up here.
Do
I have
you
rope
have
too.
Okay,
Yeah, so
let's tie this rope together.
All right, you all have 100 feet of rope, and it is well below the bottom, and you can tie it around one of the posts that hold up the roof of the bell tower.
I can also make people fly. I think that was something Gardner talked to me about, was like how you can make people fly. But I only have so much magic, so I'm thinking maybe it's better to save that.
Yeah, I'm thinking rope is a good idea.
All right.
Yeah, Adira and Aster, you all did just see a rope fall over the side.
I want to lean over and just wave.
I'm going to look at Adira, and I'm going to say, shield your eyes.
Oh, God.
Adira shields her eyes?
Because I think... Is that one that I can do? I can do flying things now.
Yes.
And I'm going to turn into a... which I probably should have done this before, would have been smarter. I'm going to turn into, like, just, like, a giant owl. It's a white snowy owl, giant white snowy owl. And I'm going to fly up a little bit, and I'm going to grab Adira with my little talons. And I'm going to fly up.
Alright, yeah, you fly up. Adira, an owl has
frozen in shock.
I guess.
It's like T-pose being carried by this owl.
Fontaine waves at you all.
I don't know. I feel like I feel like he wouldn't have grabbed her by the shoulders because that would have seemed uncomfortable. So he would have like one around the chest and then the other one around the legs, and he's just like carrying her like a bar.
But she's still T-posing.
Still T-posing.
And she takes you up to that side of the bell tower. And you are all now on the bell tower. Or he takes you up to that side of the bell tower.
Ash just starts pulling the rope back
Yeah,
up.
I'm getting the rope back up, just like we had a rope. Could have used the rope.
We undo the knot, we take our ropes back. Okay.
I don't think Aster would have been good at climbing.
I was thinking about that too. It would have been entertaining.
I think Adira and her armor might have been too heavy. Ben might have imposed disadvantage on me.
True.
Who knows what I would have done?
That's true.
We didn't see it.
This worked.
There's an alternate timeline where we got a TPK from climbing that rope.
Oh god.
The weight of Aster and Adira climbing up breaks the,
Adira just
breaks
falls
the post.
and splatters Aster, falls on top of him.
The
Splatters
post
like
then
you.
gets pulled off and knocks both Ash and
Since
Arden
it was
off.
my idea, I'm no longer pure of heart. Ash and I fall through the cloud.
Well, Ash
God.
would stay on.
Ash would stay on.
When Goku falls through, Chi-Chi's still on it. So, but I'm assuming, because I switched maps, that you all are going to look through that trapdoor.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes, we are.
Alrighty. And you can see that you are above a very small room with a ladder. Basically, the only way up to the bell tower, the ladder is fixed to the wall. And you can see below you there are 3 robed figures with these white, sort of ancient theater masks with golden lines on them.
I have a question. Is it like a landing, or is it like the full, almost like 100 feet drop?
It's not 100 feet up. It's like 40 feet up.
So we
Okay,
have to
so-
go 40 feet down a ladder.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I'm asking.
Yep.
Also, just a slight switch. I meant a giant eagle, because I thought a giant owl was a challenge rating of 1, but it's a giant eagle that's a challenge rating of 1. And I
Okay.
don't think the giant owl could have picked somebody up, because it only had like a 12 strength.
Okay. Yeah, so that owl's head gets a little bit longer. And it becomes an eagle. So you all are looking down into this room, and you can see these 3 guys, and they seem to be like looking over some scrolls. This is like a records room by the looks of it.
Alright, I'm gonna...
It's
what
cool
should
that
we
I can
do?
look at this on stream. That looks cool.
God, what do you think we should do, guys?
I think whoever has stuff that could do ranged attacks, we should try to take all of them out as quickly as possible, like incapacitate them before they can go off and get friends.
That's true.
We could make a noise. Get one of them to come up here.
Ooh.
Aster's going to use his wings and push him back a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
What if we make a noise and get one of them to come up, and then we knock him out, and then
Take his clothes, go down.
take his nose, and Arden, you go down
Yes,
and you
yes.
just stab him. Yeah. All right, this is gonna be good. This is gonna
Okay,
be good.
I'm gonna close the hatch. What kind of noise do we want? Do we want to do your magic thingy where you make noises and such?
Oh,
That's a good one. That's
yeah.
a good noise.
Make it, cause if it's an owl, they'll be like, we should check that out, but not like everyone. Let's go storm the bell tower.
Yeah. Do we wanna have like a scream? I think a scream is too much.
I think an animal noise is best, because then they won't think it's an enemy.
Yeah.
They won't be
Yes.
concerned when their friend is gone for longer than they thought.
Louder.
All right, Owlster or Eagster, make a performance check.
Oh my god.
And just a loud screech.
Hey, Luigi, go check on what that is. Are you sure? It just sounds like an owl. Hey, go check. Take, take 2 to 3 minutes to see what this. And
He wants to make out with his other fellow guard.
well, they're wearing masks, so.
Not like they could just slip them off a little bit.
Ascends to your tower. So let me really quickly just edit this map.
I'm gonna hold. Oh man. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna hold, like, trying to grab him, and then I'm gonna fly off and just drop him down to the ground.
No.
Okay, so he is coming up the ladder. If you're gonna prepare some type of action,
I'm just gonna bash him on the fucking head and I'm telling everyone, get ready to pull him up. Pull him up down.
Yeah,
Lay him on the
Adira's gonna
ground.
be standing over the trap door, and then immediately she's gonna be preparing her action to, like, yank him up.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna bash him on the head.
I guess she's preparing her action to grapple him when he is, like, fully on the platform.
Aster's, like, using his wings to be like, get on the side of the trapdoor that opens. Like, trying to corral them in.
Yeah, you push all of them to one side.
And then Ash's, I've made my packed weapon. Ooh, what should I make it? Should I make it something that, like, won't fuck up the clothes? Probably, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, make it a boinker.
Is there, like, a finesse weapon that doesn't stab?
Did you say make it a boinker?
Yeah, like a bludgeoning weapon. That's what I call them. They're boinkers, because you can also just sort of hit people like a hammer, like how Amy does in Sonic.
Oh, that's so funny.
Could hit somebody with the, like, hilt, the pommel of your short sword.
Yeah, I'll make it a rapier, and I'm gonna be ready to, like, bash him over the head with it.
Sure. The trapdoor opens up. His head pokes up. He sees all of you. So Arden and Ash make attacks.
Oh, wait. Wouldn't Adira go first because she was pulling him up?
I guess that's fair.
Yeah, I kind of want to, like, pull him up and grapple him.
So here's what I'll say. Either your all's attacks are with advantage as he's on the ladder, and then Adira gets to try to grab him as he falls if you hit him, or Adira pulls him up and your attacks are not at advantage.
I'd rather Adira pull him up, but
Yeah.
Okay,
I'd
Adira,
rather-
I'm holding back until he's
Sure.
like.
Adira, make
Take him
a athletics check.
You can do it.
Please.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Not
pull him up.
bad.
You grab him, and he kind of starts to, like, lunge himself back down, but then you pull him up, and the trapdoor closes. And once the trapdoor closes, he goes, "Ah, ah!" And then you all get to make your attack.
Bash him on the head.
Advantage. Yes.
Bash him. Bash him.
Non-lethal bash on the head.
Stay away from the mask.
You hit him, make a sneak attack. as well.
Oh, wait, do we have
you-
advantage or no?
You do not, and you have
I
missed.
accidentally rolled.
So 10 damage plus your sneak attack.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Do I get to get my attacks on him too?
I guess so. You weren't preparing anything, but this is like a surprise round.
Oh, I get 2
you do
attacks.
24. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 25 hits, so he takes, what is that now?
34.
34. And he's still up, he's bloodied.
I'm just whispering, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
I make 2 attacks, both of them +5. It's one with my talon, one with my beak. So my talon, I'm just trying to squish.
Like grabbing him by the
step
head and
on him?
slamming him down.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
like,
I mean, so like his mask is like, it's tied, it's secured with like a ribbon on the back, so you could like
it's a
get at his head.
16.
16 does not hit.
Doesn't hit?
Nope.
Dang. Okay, well then my beak is... Oh,
Nah.
yeah, no, that's a 10.
Nope, does not hit either. Okay, everybody roll initiative.
Okay. Okay, Logan, that's good. That's good.
Adira's really just got to keep him grappled.
8.
Because if he
19.
tries to run around, he could try to, like, ring the
Okay,
bell.
Ash and Arden, please roll again. Okay,
Okay.
so Arden, you're first.
Okay.
That's
I'm
for the
gonna
best.
hit him as hard as I fucking can.
Okay. Still a
Um,
sneak attack because you do have people next to him.
Surrounding him.
Is he like? Would I get advantage because he's grappled now?
Now he is fully grappled. You have
Alright,
advantage.
sick.
Nice.
Okay. Yep. Okay. This guy is. I mean, I'm assuming that was non-lethal because you're just bashing him. Okay.
I'm just hitting him as hard as I can with the pommel.
This guy is unconscious, and he slumps into your arms, Adira.
Okay, Adira lets him down gently.
Okay.
Can we tell how tall he is?
He is about 5'10".
Okay.
That works for Arden, right?
Yeah,
That's Arden.
I'm like maybe an inch taller, inch or two, but not really noticeable.
So you can just slouch a little bit and you'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Okay. First on just like the robes. Can I just drape his clothing over top of mine?
Yeah, it's like a wine-colored cloak. When you look underneath it, he has like a pretty simple, like blue Yornish tunic, and then like brown pants.
Yornish.
Yeah, and when you remove his mask, you can see he looks like he's probably from Yorn.
Okay. I'm gonna put the mask on, give like a little twirl. Do I look similar at all?
Your companions think that if they saw you, they would not recognize you as Arden. You don't know if you have Luigi's gait.
All right.
He did luckily have blonde hair.
Okay.
It wasn't quite as long as yours. But if you did a little bit of work, I make a deception check to see how well you hide your extra hair.
Just gonna try and like tuck a little bit of it.
You do it perfectly.
Just settle myself into what I assume this man's posture would be. Okay. Are you guys ready?
Or I guess his name was Luigi. Well, he's a weirdo from York.
He's only half Yornish.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go down, maybe try to divert their attention away from the ladder. And
Yeah,
then,
good.
are we going to kill these men? Are we going to just beat them up? Get this room safe?
I think it maybe depends on what they try, as it tends to be with us, you know?
Okay. So,
Eagle Aster is like using his talons to put the man's hands behind his back.
Oh, good idea. And I'm going to tie him up.
Sure. You get to use that 50-foot of rope after all.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take you all off of this little portion of the map. And Arden, you now have the appearance of the mask as you go down the ladder.
I'm going to go down just like a little bit slowly, just like exasperated, give out a sigh, like close the top.
Do you have any idea what this guy's voice sounds like?
I don't remember. Vaguely Italian because of Luigi.
Yeah, just think Ben doing a Luigi voice. That's not exactly Luigi from Nintendo.
I'm gonna let them speak first, and I'm gonna just climb down.
Hey, you climb down. Hey, what did you scream about? Hey,
That
what
was a
are
big
you?
owl. Big owl.
The other mask turns and says, "It doesn't matter. Keep looking."
Do you want me to go back up?
No, keep looking for it.
Oh, okay.
And he is looking at a scroll. What are you doing, Luigi? Get back over there. You take those shelves. What are you... Luigi, don't...
I'm sorry. It's the owl. It got like a little in my face, you know. It's flapping its wings, squawking about. Dreadful creature.
Naya, are you afraid of an owl?
You didn't see the owl. It was large. When I say large,
I don't. But it's outside, so we don't have to see the owl. So go back and look in the damn scroll.
I've lost my place. Please just give me a moment to recompose myself. Like, it was the size of a child.
Make a performance check.
You're really pushing your luck there. Okay. Whew.
Luigi, look at the scrolls, or I will report you to the adjudicator.
Okay. Do I see any scrolls that were out and about?
Yeah, like there are a number of scrolls like on top of a shelf over here.
Okay, I'm gonna look at those ones.
Sure. They seem to be like rituals to speak with Kastarash, god of death in Hallandor.
Okay. I'm just going to pull one out and kind of start reading one that I kind of undisturbed.
And the two white masks seem to be doing the same.
Okay. Is there anything that I can immediately clock out that seems like an item or an artifact?
In the room?
No, like in the scrolls, in like...
It keeps referring to something that it just calls the chalice.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps just bringing that up.
Back upstairs, Ash is like, did we establish like a signal for when he wants us to come down and help him, or?
No, we didn't really say what would happen after he is done. That was a mistake.
Should we just like start sneaking down now? Should I go down there and help him out?
I think if anyone should take a peek, it should be you. You're the best at sneaking.
All right, I'm gonna turn.
Besides Arden.
I'm gonna turn my packed weapon into a sword, a short sword, so that I can dual wield. And then I'm gonna, as quietly as I can, start to like open up the hatch. And
I want to like immediately look up and do a quick thumbs up and back down to the parchment.
Okay.
Make a stealth check. Okay.
Wait, that wasn't me.
Oh.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I meant.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought for the thumbs up, like.
No.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah. Arden, you can hear.
Can I?
Little
I wanted to
half-
like very quickly just like turn to the others and be like, "This seems promising," and kind of like roll out the scroll and point at one of the references of the chalice and just be like, "What do you make of this?"
Luigi, the masked figure farther away from you. What is my name?
I'm pulling out my rapier and stabbing him in the throat, like just fucking going for it.
Sure. Gonna keep your 19 for your initiative. Maybe.
Okay.
After you get the surprise attack, so make an attack with advantage. All right. 13 just hits.
Okay.
Takes that 8
Then-
damage.
God, he's
attack.
probably a wizard.
Oh, yep. He is not looking good.
And
His
then
blood-
I'm going to make a. Do I get my bonus attack with a dagger?
you didn't have it drawn.
Okay.
It would be a bonus action to draw it. Okay,
Do
then
I get an attack?
you are 40 feet up, so you will have
I
to.
have Eldritch Blast.
Oh, okay,
That's
sure.
true.
Yeah.
You hang back and extend one of your hands. You'll have disadvantage because you're balancing yourself.
Okay. So I make 2
2 beams each.
beams.
Two-
Each
two
is
attacks
1d10.
I'm
So
also
13 to hit.
just before
Well, you have disadvantage.
Oh,
this
disadvantage.
happens. I am going to move over here. Just
Sure.
like kind of move him around.
Okay,
Okay.
so it was an
13
18
hits.
and a And then I'll do it the normal way for the second beam. 10 does not hit. Okay.
10 does not hit. No, he is still up. He is still standing. Okay.
Even with 10 force damage?
Even with 10 force damage, that's correct. Okay. Arden and Aster, I think Ash is still close enough that you hear him fire off that Eldritch Blast. So you all can start descending as well. Now we are in battle. Arden, it's your turn.
Okay. Can I draw my dagger
Sure. Bonus action.
and then stab the bloodied one with Montoya?
Sure. 12 does not hit.
Okay. Dagger attack on him.
10 does not hit.
Dang.
And I'm going to... Yeah. Okay. That's really all I can do. I'm going to move here, or here, technically, just dancing around and trying to keep the focus on me.
Okay. He is going to punch you.
He can't make an opportunity attack on me. The bloodied one can't.
Oh.
Because of my swashbuckler
Sure.
fancy footwork.
That's right. Okay.
Damn.
Then Arden, it's your turn.
No, it's Ash's turn.
Ash, I'm sorry. Ash, you all have A's for your name.
I'm gonna use my movement to go down all as far as I can. Do I not make it all the way down to the bottom?
You're about 5 feet up.
All right, can I just let go and fall?
Yeah, you let go. You're gonna take fall damage because you're
I'll take some damage. I don't care.
Okay.
Is it like a 1d6 or something?
You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
7 points?
Yeah.
For 5 feet?
You're a halfling.
But oh my god. Okay.
I also realized, but that did not correct myself. You only have 25 feet of movement, so you would
No,
go
I have
10
30.
feet up. Do you have 30?
I have
okay,
30
that would be
because I took
5
that
feet. All right, I'm going to roll a different dice. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, sure. Still. And then I'm just going to I'm gonna shoot Eldritch Blast at the wounded guy.
Sure.
No longer disadvantaged, right? Because I'm on the ground.
Yeah, you're on the ground.
Darn it. Second blast will also go at him, but only 1 force damage. Wow, awesome.
He's still up. He's still standing.
And I'll use my bonus action to draw my bone dagger.
Sure. Okay, next up, it is this guy's turn. He is going to turn and take a slash at you, Arden.
Okay.
That's a 16 to hit.
That just hits.
Okay. You take 10 points of slashing damage.
I take 5.
Okay, and he's going to attack you again. That is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Oh boy.
Okay, you take 9 points of slashing damage. And then
Okay.
he's going to turn, come over here, stand in front of Ash.
That was a mistake.
Next up, Aster, it is your turn. Your eagle form cannot really fit through this trapdoor.
Oh shit.
It would probably you would immediately be plummeting, and you would be in such a confined space that you would not really be able to fly well because you're so big.
Would I be able to jump, bonus action on wild shape, jump through, and then action wild shape into a giant owl that is smaller but still a big creature?
I don't think that you can wild shape as an action and a bonus action on the same turn.
Well, it just says I can use an action to shape into something, and then I can use a bonus action to come out of it.
Oh, yeah, sure. Then that's fine. So you...
But I mean,
become
would there
Aster.
be enough room? Would there be
Would-
enough?
Well, yeah. I'm gonna make you roll something to see if you don't fall to the ground. But
Fuck. Hurt knuckles.
this is like a small. This is a tight
Yeah.
space.
You also have spells. Just putting that out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
But are they as cool?
Oh, I'm gonna do it.
Okay. So you shape down into Aster and jump past Adira. Do you do like a pencil dive?
Yeah, I feel like he's like swan diving.
Okay.
Yeah,
and then
Deer's like holding open the trapdoor.
the second you slip through, you turn back into a giant bird, but this time an owl. I just need
son
you.
of a bisque. Actually, would you allow me to take that back?
Yes.
Okay.
But if you do something else.
Yeah. I'll go down the steps a little bit, and then I'll bonus action Misty Step. Oh, I just bonus
You
action.
used your bonus action, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Can I action Misty Step?
Nope.
Okay. Well, then I guess I will just come down the steps a little bit.
Okay. Do you go the full length that you can go?
Yeah, which is 30 feet.
Yeah, you're 10 feet up.
And then I am going to cast, because it'll last an hour, and it speaks Sylvan, right? And Bird speaks Sylvan, correct? Is that right?
Some of the giant ones do.
Okay, cool. Well, then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna summon a phase spirit, and it is going to be. It's gonna be furious. So summon phase spirit. It's so the armor class is 11 plus the level of the spell, which is a 3rd level spell. And then that's it. So its AC is going to be a 14. Its hit points are 2 plus my spellcasting modifier, which is 4, so it's 6, plus 10 times the spell level, so 30, so it's a 36. And it has the multi-attack action, and it goes right after me.
Okay.
I'm going to tell it to hit that one.
Sure. And it flies up there. And
Well, I had it like, no. So I want it to be like in this corner. And then its bonus action, it can face step. And what the furious thing does, it does a passion step. Immediately after using its face step, the Fae has advantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its turn. So
Okay.
it'll face step in front of it, and then get advantage with a short sword, and it gets. It'll only have 1 attack.
well,
At
it
level.
is going to hit.
It is. It's a 3 plus the spell level, so it'll be a plus 6.
Yeah, he hits.
So a 17.
17 hits.
And it's 1d6 plus 3. So 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 3 for the spell's level piercing damage.
So it's 11.
11, and then it gets 1d6 force.
Okay.
So that is 3 more points of force damage.
Okay. And there we go. That was its turn. Adira, you're next.
Okay.
Aster is as far as you would be able to.
Oh,
get
wait.
down the ladder.
It had advantage on that, so let me just see if it would have rolled a 20.
Oh.
It did not.
Okay. Adira.
Adira's just holding open the door, the trap door, and I think what she's gonna do is she's just gonna simply whisper, "Please hit, please hit, please hit, please hit," and cast guiding bolt onto the wounded one right here.
Sure.
And guided bolt has a range of 120 feet, so.
Nice.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh.
No!
Yeah, it crashes down into the stone behind him.
Guiding bolt doesn't like me. I've tried to cast it twice and it's never hit. I'm gonna use the. So that was my attack. I think what I am going to do is, can I get down the ladder, or is Aster isn't on the ladder, right?
You would be able to get to about 15 feet up from the ground by taking 25 feet of your movement.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll just try to walk down the ladder because I am already wearing a bunch of clunky armor.
Sure. Yeah, so this guy is going to run here to right in front of you, Ash.
Mm-hmm.
And then he is going to lean forward and put his hand above you. And I need both Adira and Aster to make dexterity saving throws at disadvantage.
Ooh, at disadvantage?
Oof. Damn.
Okay, so that's an 8.
I failed.
Oh.
Matching!
Wow.
You both fail. So a streak of lightning appears and like crackles across his hand, and then just this massive zigzagging, jagged bolt of it goes up and shoots through each of you. So you each take 26 points of lightning damage, and I need you both to make Constitution saving throws.
You said 26?
26 points of lightning damage, and I need you both to make Constitution saving throws.
Disadvantage or regular?
Oh, just regular.
Oh,
Okay, you both managed to stay on the ladder.
Um,
So you're not going to fall onto ash in a pile.
so is that also my Constitution saving throw for keeping my face spirit thing?
No, that is not. So you'll need to make a Constitution saving throw of 13.
Please.
Well, you weren't at advantage, so we'll count that 13. Like
Okay.
that would have been your second roll. Sure. Okay, now Arden, it's your turn again.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go here, stab the wounded one. Am I flanking?
You are flanking. You have advantage. 24 hits, 12 damage. He is dead before you even have to sneak.
Well, I want to do the sneak, so.
Okay,
I just rolled it. I'm gonna use it for the dagger thing then.
Okay.
I'm not gonna waste it. As soon as I said that, I was like, nope.
Yeah, if you hit.
Am I flanking this guy too?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Sick.
16 does not hit.
Oh.
Okay, is that your turn?
That's all I can do.
Okay, then Ash, it's your turn.
All right. This guy's attention is on that, right?
You are not flanking him from where you are.
Okay, I'm gonna move over here to get out. Actually, I'm gonna move over here to get out of everybody's way. And then I'm just going to fucking make a whirlwind of death on this guy.
Yeah, now you're flanking him, so take advantage.
Okay. Where is my packed short sword? 27 to hit.
27 hits. 9 points of slashing damage.
22 to hit.
22 hits. So that is 15.
And then bonus action, Bone Dagger. So it would be a 25 to hit, but it would not be. It would be.
Only 3 damage, right?
No, it would be 4 because it's a plus 1
plus
dagger. So it would be 4
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah, he does not look good. As it is his turn now. And he's
I'm not
going
going to say to him, like, fight me. Fight me.
and he is going to turn, and he is going to attack you.
Do it.
That is a 17 to hit.
That just hits.
Okay. You take 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Then he is going to turn, and he is going to slash at Arden.
Okay.
That is a 19.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. You take 11 points of slashing damage.
I'm gonna use half that, so that would be 5.
Sure. Okay, and next up, Aster. You were 10 feet up.
Oh god. I'm going to use my action to, well, I guess I'll climb down the rest of the way on the ladder first. And then Oh god, I feel like I should heal myself because I'm not looking good. So I'm gonna drink one of those healing potions.
Okay, that's an action.
Yep.
2d4 plus 2.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Only 5? Great. I mean, it's better than nothing. And then I'm going to say, hey,
Diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle.
hit that man. And I'm also going to use 2 of my... No, I'm not. That's it for me. And so then my Fey thingy is going to Misty Step there, Fey Step to that spot.
He doesn't need a Misty Step when this guy's flanked.
Oh, that's okay. Well,
No,
then
but
even
he is facing the other direction, so you're right.
so first attack is going to be he's going to Misty Step. Oh, he'll get the advantage both ways either way. All right, cool. So that's the first one is going to be a. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, he just swings a little wide.
A 9. And that second one is going to be 1, 2.
There we go.
A 21 to hit.
21 hits.
And what did I say that damage was again? I forgot already. Let
The
me pull
d6
that.
plus 6, I'm pretty sure.
And then there was another d6, right? Yeah. 1d6 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1d6 force. Okay, yeah. So 1d6 plus 3. Ooh!
Nice.
All right.
12?
12 piercing and then 3 force.
Yeah.
Hey, can you paint a picture? What does this thing look like again?
So when I summon it, you call forth from the Feywild. I summoned a Dryad.
So not from the Feywild, somewhere else, but...
Well, it
Yes.
says no. It looks like a Feywild. You just pick. It says you call forth a spirit from the Feywild. The spirit manifests physically in an unoccupied space that you can see within range. This corporeal uses the Fey Spirit stat below. When you cast
No,
a
what does
spell-
it look like? What does it look like? Just the aesthetic.
Oh, yeah, it's just a. I think it probably looks like. Can I flavor a Dryad to look icy?
Yeah, so it looks like a... It looks
Perfect.
kind of like if a elm tree became a dryad instead of like a oak, and then it has like some frost all around it. And it's not from the Feywild, because the Feywild doesn't exist. That's all I meant.
Oh,
But you watch as she just strikes this thing down. This room's clear.
No help for Madeira.
Adira is just bleeding out on top of the ladder, 15 feet up.
Adira, are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm not bleeding out. I didn't tell you I was bloodied. I will tell you if I am bloodied.
I was joking.
was bloodied.
I'm gonna use my Phoenix Vigor, which is my new Eldritch Invocation, to cast False Life on myself, which is 1d4 plus 4 hit points.
Okay.
Or temporary. So I get 5 temporary hit points.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a standard healing potion.
Sure.
I'm gonna use 2 of my d6s on Adira.
Oh, no, you don't have to. I was going to say that Adira walks, she, comes down from it, and she, touch it, she's, puts her hand on her, chest, and she's like, at least everyone's okay. It didn't go great. And she casts Lay on Hands on herself.
Oh.
Well, not cast. She gets 10 hit points back.
Excellent.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, I'm still gonna use 1 because I know how badly that hurt.
Well, you all discuss the plan for going into the next room. I'm going to be right back.
Oh, you
Oh,
get
amazing.
6 plus 1.
Hell yeah.
And that plus
Beautiful.
1 is if you were over at all. That plus you have 1 additional temporary hit point.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Wait. So, do I get 7 back, or is it 6 plus a temporary hit point?
It's 6 plus a temp.
Okay, 1 temp. Gotcha.
So,
Thank
I
you.
mean, if the 6 didn't get you to full, then you just have 7. But if the 6
Oh, I didn't
seven
get
total.
got you to full, yeah.
Cool. I'm now I'm like only 9 away from getting full. Anyway, I think we should just sort of go in guns a-blazing now.
Well, that's my... Would they have heard all of that, necessarily?
I
Ben's
think
not in the
maybe.
room, but probably.
That's why I'm kind of hiding near the door,
Yeah, same. I'm like
ready to
readying.
stab them when they come through.
Because I'm just like over here thinking, well, lightning damage doesn't mean that it made noise.
No.
Yeah.
They're all inside the
Ooh.
temple, and it all flashed upward, so there's no necessarily reason for them to suspect anything happened unless we made a bunch of noise fighting them.
We named something a D, didn't we?
Huh?
How
Let
we're
me check
going?
my notes.
We're naming everything going by the alphabet.
We have.
Did we name?
have
Oh,
A.
you do
with a
have.
D?
I'm sorry, I completely forgot to mention that you all do have that platymal.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what?
Still with Adira.
It's Adira's platymal.
I've completely
My platymal,
forgotten
so
to mention
sorry.
that. So yeah, this whole time there's been just an adorable little creature.
It's been like snuggled, like I feel like in my chest plate, and so Adira, when she touched it and healed herself, she's like, "What is in here?" And suddenly the
Forgot about
platypus
it.
pops his head up.
Yeah, and it goes.
So we need to name it.
Okay,
Did
but we
we
have
name-
names. A is for us. We have Charlie, Brownwind,
No, Biscuit.
Biscuit. Yeah.
And then I
Charlie?
think we named. Did we name the boar? The big boar thing? We named it something. I think we named
Boar
it
that you
something with a
killed?
D. Yeah.
Okay, we
Well-
named the board thing, but I didn't write it down, so that's weird.
Do we
The-
name it like Doris the boar? or something like that?
That sounds like something we would
Dilbert.
make.
It was Dilbert the boar. I have it written
Dilbert,
down.
yes.
The
Okay.
mole looks up at you as if to say, "My name is Edmund."
Adira just takes one finger and scratches it and says, "Hi, Edmund."
And he like leans into it.
My face spirit. Her name is Fiona. She will always be
Amazing.
named Fiona.
All right.
Beautiful.
And you all are in front of the next room.
Okay, I have a question. Is there anything like here?
There are like a bunch of chests and bookshelves with a bunch of scrolls around them.
We can look at that later if we need to. Let's get rid of these people.
Yeah, let's make sure that we're not. Should somebody? Oh, ooh, Adira, an
What?
Aster. How bloody are the robes? They're pretty
Yeah.
bloody, huh?
They're pretty bloody.
Okay, never mind. Well,
But
And
they
both
are
of them are-
wine
We both
colored.
have prestidigitation.
They are
Well, we
wine
all-
colored. You do have prestidigitation. They are for smaller people than either Adira or Aster.
okay. What we could do. Nah, it's fine. We can just go kill a bunch of. We can just.
I mean, if we surprise them, we get that shock on them. We still get to go. You know what I'm saying? We get to hit them before they recognize it.
Yeah, but these people seem far more prepared than a lot of the folk that we've come across so far.
True.
That's true, but
And I'm
We
gonna
also
just like
didn't
take
have
off the mask.
we also did fight a cannibal wizard. So
Yes,
True,
but the
good
cannibal
point.
wizard wasn't hiring anyone of like repute. He was just kind
that's
of
true.
hiring whoever he could get.
But hold on, did we make a lot of noise there? Actually, sorry, not in character. Ben, did we make a ton of noise, or?
No,
were we-
one of them hollered out a little bit, but these walls seem to hold
They're
in a
like
lot of
stone.
sound. They are a horrifying black stone.
Ew. I think
I
that
hate-
we should keep doing what we're doing, just maybe a little bit better. And like Aster, I think if you and me and Adira stay in this room, Arden can go in there and be like all distracted, and then we just all fucking attack them all at once.
Well, maybe instead of sending Arden in, we could wrap Fiona in the cloaks here.
Maybe you send Fiona after me and I act like a scared child and I run away from her and then they're like, oh, we have to take care of this, and I stab them in the back.
Ooh. Arden, you should say, "Oh, they summoned something. They summoned something." And as you're running out,
I could do that.
And you can maybe say that it's the people outside, the lions outside. They summoned in something
Ooh,
inside
that's
the
good.
temple.
Now, the one problem I do see, hypothetically, alerting the entire temple and killing the hostages.
true.
I've got the. That's true.
Maybe you just go out there and pretend like nothing. I'm just casting prestidigitation on him and like cleaning the blood
Cleaning
off
the
of
blood
him.
off the mask.
What
Yeah.
if you just go scout for right now? Go see what is out there and tell us.
Can I, like, very quickly search the bodies just to see if there's any, like,
Oh,
who is Luigi?
Yeah, I mean, when you
What's his
when you
deal?
look at the
Luigi?
other two,
What man is he?
so I mean,
What was
Luigi?
his name?
Luigi is what they're referring to you as.
Yes.
But then the other two, one of them looks like a man from Hallandor, and the other one looks like a man from Ursumer, most likely.
Does the mage have anything valuable on them?
Make an investigation check.
Who's smarter than Ash?
Not me.
Probably everyone, but who's got more than a 1 in investigation?
I got a 0.
Oh my.
I have a 1 in investigation
Oh,
too.
actually,
I also only have a 1 in
I have a 3, so I guess I'll do it.
I'm gonna help him look
I have
on
proficiency
the
in
wizard.
it. That's it.
All right. It's more of Ash. I believe this has happened before. Ash is pointing at pockets.
Yes. Check there. Oh, what? Did you look under that armpit?
All right. Is that
Okay.
just a normal roll?
With advantage from Ash.
Okay.
Ash is helping. Oh shit.
You find a small iron key. It was around his neck. It was pretty hard to miss.
Take that.
DC
What
of
about-
5 to find that key.
What about the other guy?
Other guy, yeah, make an investigation check. Somebody else. Can't be Arden or Ash.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do it.
I'll make an investigate. Okay, I'll help you. Okay, we check the other body.
Ooh, a natural 20.
Nice.
Oh, wait, actually, no, that would have been just a straight roll.
No,
That's
it would have
12.
been. No, it would have been
No,
with
Adir
advantage. Adir was
helped
helping you.
Nope, it would have been just a straight roll.
Oh, yep.
I did not, yep.
My bad. Okay, yeah, a 12. You find a small. It's like a scroll, but it's in like a sort of wooden case. It's very nice little case.
Can I read it?
Sure. You open it up, and it says, "The Call of Naya."
Is it like a manifesto?
It seems to be like a proclamation.
Proclamation?
It's essentially describing those of us who shall be chosen to inherit control of this world once Naya returns to power. We are those who walk in the light of the goddess of vengeance. Hers is a golden light that shines across all of Walhard.
Lovely. One thing we could do, that Luigi fellow, we could, we could interrogate him. Just a little bit. And then
I don't
throw
know.
him down, or kill him.
Jesus. What kind of monsters are we?
I mean, we killed the other two. He might be making noise pretty soon. That is if we take long enough. I don't know.
There's a door next to you.
Ben's like, please continue through my dungeon.
I say
I'm just
maybe we
giving
just
you all
go.
the scene.
I know we're trying to think about this in a way where we can. But even if we just show up, it's not like they don't know who we're working for. I mean, I
Okay.
guess they might.
Do we want to try like the briefest amount of stealth into do
Yes,
this?
please.
You three follow shortly behind. If it seems like I'm in trouble, come out and fight the people that want to hurt me.
Oh my, there's a lot of them.
I was doing this preemptively because I assumed you would be going through the door.
Yeah.
What do those skulls mean?
Well, I'll say when someone goes through the door.
Uh-oh.
They're already dead, I bet.
I think Arden was going through the door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have my dagger behind, like a hand behind my back, holding the dagger, and my sword just like ready in the other hand.
Yeah.
Now, was I sending Fiona to chase after you?
Didn't say.
Hold off on that.
Okay.
We're right
Just-
here. We can always
just-
send her.
Yeah, come quickly if bad stuff seems like it's happening. Stay down. I'm gonna walk out.
And when you enter the room, you see that there are 2 dead bodies on the ground that are in the same robes and masks as those who you just fought and are now wearing. And then there are 3 bodies of citizens. They are all in like clothes that you would see an average smith wearing. And you see that they each have like a leather cuff on. And there is the iron symbol of an anvil, like woven onto that cuff. And they each have like very simple weapons. Like one of them has a spear, and then the other one has a pitchfork, and the last one has a hammer, like a smith's hammer.
Zombies. They're zombies.
And they have a bunch of wounds across their body. So do the white masks. The
I'm just
white
gonna-
mask. This one is a halfling, and this one is the size of a 5th level cleric, 3rd level paladin.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around, open up the door. They're all dead.
All right.
And let everybody in.
I'll walk in.
Click, clop, I'm in.
Aster is also.
Yeah, and I would like it if you all,
Terrible.
as you continue through the dungeon, please move as you would, your character is actually going to move.
Adira looks at the bodies. I'm gonna investigate them.
Sure, make an investigation
Do you
check.
want to help me?
Yeah, I'll help you.
Okay, you make an
Hey,
investigation check.
we're not all
With
good at
advantage.
investigation.
You used to be a little better.
But only
Well,
slightly.
I'm not anymore.
But okay, a 17. So you find the same scroll as the one that Aster found. And then you also find a small painting, almost like it was torn from something. And you see that it is like not even a painting, an illustration of a chalice with 3 little skulls around the lip of the cup.
Oh, that's fun. Adira's gonna rip the cloak off of it and the mask and put it on herself.
Sure.
Yeah, Ash is gonna.
You can
wanna-
assist him again.
Hey.
I want to
Okay.
investigate this one, so...
Sure.
Yeah.
This time, Ash is more of a hindrance, so it's still just a straight roll.
Well, Ash is like literally while you're investigating it, like taking the mask off and
Yeah.
trying to get the robe off.
So, by the way, this little halfling looks like they are from Zashan, and then this human looks like they are from Shuhan.
These guys are
You-
from all over the place.
You just find a little pouch with 3 caltrops in it.
Okay.
And I'm putting on the disguise as well.
Sure. Okay. The 2 of you are now disguised.
And Spark is just like poking his little head out and like squawking at everybody from under the robes.
Sure.
And then just like looking at these guys, what's going on with them?
So they are not armored, not well armed. They are wearing these leather cuffs that have these small smith hammers, or smith anvils on them, sorry. And it looks like they died. Oh, when you opened the door, Arden, everybody got a whiff of the smell of a few day-old dead bodies. Oh, hey, Adira.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I could definitely tell. Nope.
I was making sure not to step there. I don't know why.
Not to step on the rug that doesn't have map lines on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you step there, this rug just pops up and tries to wrap itself all around your
Oh shit.
face.
Okay. Can I make a strength constitution?
Nope. It's a 23 to hit you.
What?
Yep. It's a 23. It is now grappling you. So you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Wait,
No!
wait, what?
Yep, with you all fight. You're all about to fight a magic carpet.
Wait,
Hold
can
on.
we fight it?
In all fairness to Adira, it does say that at the start of each of her turns, the target takes 2d6.
Sure.
So we could wrestle it off of her before that.
All right, I suppose. And you know what? If you all promise to just try to do damage, do some damage to it, we can fight it now. But you have to promise me that you're going to try to hurt the rug, not outthink the rug.
Kill the rug!
I need to eat soon, so we can.
Kill the rug!
We'll kill the rug. We'll kill the rug.
And everybody, we're going to keep the same initiative as we had before.
It was never alive in the first place. Also, I'm the last person in initiative order, so hopefully.
Yeah, that's why
Arden,
I was saying, like, we can try to...
Yeah.
Arden, it's your turn.
So it's not, like, fully on Adira right now?
It is not wrapped around her back.
Okay, sweet. I'm hitting whatever is not on her, whatever I can hit without hitting Adira.
You're going to stab one of its tassels.
Would it just be a tassel, or is there, like, any bit I can get at?
Not really. Like, I mean, like, it's you will be able to cut into the rug. You will be able to attack the rug.
Okay.
I don't think you have advantage because you do have to worry about Adira, who I'm guessing is probably, as it's getting harder to breathe, probably lunging around a little bit.
Yeah, alright. I'm gonna just make an attack.
Yeah, 27 hits, 11 hits.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
And
The rug doesn't seem to have liked that.
Doesn't.
Sneak attack, 17 damage. What does that make it?
Thank
28?
you, Arden.
Yeah,
All right, well,
28.
the rug is bloodied. Adira can breathe. She's still grappled. But you cut enough of it that, like, the stitching of it starts to give way. Okay, then after Arden, it is Ash's turn.
Ash is just gonna rub on up and, like, trying to...
Oh, wait, sorry. Sorry about this.
The rug is frayed, not
Yeah, so it is not quite frayed, actually, because it is not as low as I thought that it was. Because Adira, you take 14 points of piercing damage. I completely forgot about that.
Okay, so do I take the 9, or do I just... Or is that 9 only applicable when I start my turn?
No, you take 14 points of piercing damage.
I know, but the
it
9
can
you
transfer-
originally rolled.
Not yet. It can transfer half of the damage that it takes onto you.
Okay,
As
whatever.
it squeezes as it takes damage.
So
You will take 9 at the start of your turn.
Okay. See, this changes how I'm thinking about this a little bit. Let me check. I have spells. I should try a spell. Okay. My spells won't do anything, so I'm gonna... Can I, like, try to grapple the thing off of her? Pull it off of her?
I think you could try that. It's going to be pretty hard. But you can try it. It's, like, wrapped pretty tightly around her.
I'm, like, so fucking...
Just kill the rug.
Just kill the rug.
I don't care if it hits me. Just kill it.
All right, I'm trying to kill the rug.
Adira is the toughest of you. Of any of you to get stuck in the rug, it's probably the best for the other 3 of you that it was her.
All right. Okay. If Adira, I'm like trying to pull it off, and Adira says, "Just kill the rug," and so I start slashing at it.
Through the little mouth hole that was cut by it.
Kill the rug!
So 10
Okay.
slashing damage.
Yeah, it takes 5. It is now bloodied.
Ah, shit.
Or frayed. Adira, you take 5 slashing damage.
Okay.
Sorry,
It
Adira.
starts singing How to Save a Life. You take another 5 slashing damage as it drops down as well. So, Adira, you've taken 10 slashing damage this turn.
And then I'm just gonna... 7, 17 to hit, and it would be 4 damage.
Okay. Adira, you're still standing.
Is the
But you take that. You take 4 piercing damage, and
No, two piercing damage because you don't count the 5
yep,
deck.
that's right. Okay, so you take 2 piercing damage.
I am now just bloodied.
And Aster, it's your turn.
Aster's going to Thorn Whip.
Sure.
And that would have been a 22, not a 26. I don't know. So my apologies.
Yeah, the 22 hits. You deal
3.
you deal 2. What type of damage is it?
It's 3 piercing.
Okay, so you deal 2 piercing to the rug and 1 piercing to Adira.
Wait, I'm trying to. Give me 1 second. It rolled 2d6 plus 1, so I think it's actually only 2 piercing damage. Because I don't know why it added plus 1. Because I don't. Yeah, my Thorn Whip only does 2d6 piercing, so I don't know why it added that plus 1. So it's just 2 points, not 3.
Okay, so each of them just take 1.
And then I'm going to bonus action. Use another. Use 2 of my Fey Pool on Adira.
No, please don't. It could maybe take the health.
Save it for after. Save it for after.
Shit, well, I already said it. Oh god. Okay. I'm gonna wait then. Oh god. Yeah. Let's just say hit it. Talk
All right.
to Fiona, and Fiona's gonna walk up.
Oh yeah, that's right. This
She's
thing
right
is.
after me. Oh, I'm not walking up. Fiona's walking up, and she's gonna smack it twice. First time. Oh my gosh, Fiona!
Fiona,
What are
please.
you doing? Oh my god!
All right, yeah.
What?
It misses.
Fiona, you suck.
Adira, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh wait.
Do I get to like?
You now get to try to break out of it. It's just that at the start of your turn you take the damage and then you break out.
Okay, is
So
it a strength check or a strength saving throw?
It's a strength saving throw, please.
Come on, Adira. There we go.
Yes!
All right, and Adira just flexes and busts out of it, and I think basically you like grab it and you actually tear it a little. Can you roll a d4?
Can I please just like I bust out of it and it rips?
Just split it in half.
If you roll high enough on the d4. No, it's still.
Is it double damage though? Is it 2?
It's no, it's just the 1. Okay. So then that is your action. Do you have a bonus action that you would like to use?
Yep, I'm gonna cast a spiritual weapon and fucking hit it.
Okay.
Fuck this rock.
Oh my god.
Yeah, your is it a mace?
Yes.
Your spiritual weapon? Yeah, it just it hits where it is super frayed. Okay, now it's the rug's turn. The rug is going to turn and is going to slide along the floor.
Come on, come and get me. Come and get me.
So that if you all attack it, you only get the frayed edges, and it is going to try to smother Aster.
Oh no!
That is a 19.
That hit.
Okay, it picks itself up and wraps itself around Aster. And Aster is now grappled. Arden, it's your turn.
I'm going to go over here and just stab it. Like, that's all I can do. I'm going to use dagger first.
Okay. You hit it. You slice through it. Aster, you get 2 points of piercing damage. It is just hanging on, is our friend the carpet.
Fiona's still there.
I'm going to hit it again with the dagger.
9 misses.
Okay.
And I rolled my con save to keep Fiona.
Looks like it. Oh, well, you didn't take any damage. Oh, yeah, you did take the It's a big 2. Ash, it's your turn.
Ugh. I'm just gonna stab the rug, I guess.
Yep.
Damn thing.
Um,
I'll do What?
when I had damage dealt to me, does that, if I were to Hellish Rebuke, would it go onto Arden or would it go onto the thing?
It would have
Because
gone
the
on.
thing is transferring it. Oh, okay.
It doesn't deal.
Glad
with
I
it. It's just transferring. it.
glad I didn't do it.
All right.
Um,
That would have been funny though.
That would have been.
All right. Sorry, Aster. God, we're a bunch of bumbling.
All right. And you slash through it, and a little bit of your sword cuts into Aster. Aster, you take 5 points of slashing damage, but you have cut the rug to ribbons, and it falls to the ground, not moving. And you've beaten this rug. Okay.
To be fair, I've never dealt with a rug that's attacked me in this game. I've only ever dealt with a rug that likes me.
Yeah.
You just didn't say Bing quick enough. Okay. Well, hey.
Who's the
everybody.
worst hurt right now? Just before I
like-
forget, I'd like to heal someone.
Sure. We'll do the healing off of stream.
Okay.
So, hey, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Next Monday, we will return with the Lion's Hope, who are existing a few days before this group, but in the same city now. And then Wednesday, we'll play the Thorns game, and then on Friday, we have the DM's adventure. So please be happy to return, come by, take a look, and we will see you next Monday. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.